North Fairgrounds Road in Price. Call 636-X-Ray. That's 636-9729.
At Landon's Diesel, they understand the heartbeat of your diesel truck. Whether it's the rig that powers your livelihood or the everyday vehicle that drives your life, the trained technicians at Landon's Diesel are here to keep you rolling. Plus, with 24-hour towing service, support's just a call away, anytime, day or night. Drive into Landon's Diesel for expert care tailored to you and your truck. Because when your diesel needs expertise, Landon's Diesel is always here.
Welcome back to the Emery Spartan pregame show on KOAL 107.3 FM and 750 AM. Brought to you by Landon's Diesel Service. Leave your truck in the hands of those who know diesel engines. Landon's Diesel Service at 540 South 300 West in Price.
Welcome back into the Landon's Diesel Service pregame show. It's here on KOAL 107.3 FM and 750 AM. Counting down the moments to kickoff. Tonight, massive 2A South showdown as the Emery Spartans, ranked number 1 in the RPI, will take on the San Juan Broncos, who were ranked number 2. There's a big gap between Emery, San Juan, and everyone else. Right now, the RPI sees these two teams as tops in the 2A classification. They're also familiar opponents. Last year, the only league loss that Emery suffered, it came at the hands of the San Juan Broncos in Blanding. The year before that, these two teams, toe-to-toe in the semifinals. It was San Juan that came out on top in an 8-point thriller as they picked up the 56-48 win over Emery. Hopefully tonight, home field will shift the fortunes of the Spartans. That is something that we talked about with head coach John Famalo earlier this week on KOAL's Drive Time Sports, on top of Emery picking up the big non-region win over the Carbon Dinos last week on homecoming. Here's our interview with head coach John Famalo. Coach, it's always a pleasure to get you on. I appreciate you taking out the time again today.
Hey, appreciate you having me on, Jordan.
Yeah, always look forward to it, Coach. And we had a chance to speak Friday night following the big rivalry win against Carbon. Homecoming, you and I talked about it. Just a lot of things going on last week. And outside of the opening drive for Carbon, seemed like the boys settled down, really settled in nicely and dominated the game following that first drive.
Yeah, I mean, like you say, it took us a second to kind of figure them out. Once we kind of stopped the run a little bit, kind of helped out. And, I felt like defensively we did a good job, really settle in. They got the field goal and then the touchdown at the very end. But I felt like we did a phenomenal job kind of settling in and stopping what we needed to.
I'm always reminded by something that Coach Todd Jeffs told me 15 years ago. He said whenever Carbon and Emery play on the basketball court, it's the closest simulation to a state championship game that these kids can get in the form of noise and everything that's going on. And now that we've been to the semifinals, we've seen this right in Cedar City just a couple of seasons ago. I really feel like that was the loudest and probably the most well-attended football game I have seen in a very long time. Coach, the atmosphere was electric on Friday.
Yeah, that was nice. Like you say, it's we have a big stadium, and be able to see seats filled on both sides, that's huge. It was phenomenal. To have that support from both teams and the kids be able to experience that atmosphere. Like you say, I don't think there's anything better than those Friday night lights. And I say it is that state championship type atmosphere where the stands are full and everybody's excited, and so it was really fun.
When the game is over with, you get to hold up the coal bucket. The kids get the win. I know it's important to a lot of kids. I've had a chance to talk to a couple of them since on both sides. That's just a big game, Coach. It's got to be a relief to kind of put that behind you. But in the same sense, you got to put the non-region slate behind. And now these next few weeks, they all count kind of in a different way.
Yeah, that was, our goal going into it. If we figured we get 4-1, really good man tie, if we stole that one, that'd be awesome. But 4-1 is kind of what our goal was going in when you looked at it on paper. So it was nice to be able to feel like we achieved that, and going into this now into region play with having achieved what we needed to in the preseason, I think it hopefully sets us up for hopefully having a pretty good region run right now.
From my assessment, I feel like this team has kind of gotten everything thrown at them throughout those first 5 games as well. Had the pretty dominant road win against North St. Pete, had to grit one out against Union, kind of got ran a little bit against Manti, fight back, have a nice win against Carbon. Just looking at the way things kind of shaped out, it seemed like everything was thrown at this team at different scenarios. And I guess that's great at the end of the day.
Yeah, hopefully that prepares you both mentally and as a team. Like you say, you're faced with adversity, whether it's injuries or other things that you got. And, I feel like our kids handled it well. We've had to move kids in different positions, other things like that. So, it's been challenging, but at the same time, it's really rewarding to be able to see kids perform and do well and be able to come out, like say, a 4-1 at the end of preseason.
Yeah, it's one of the best non-region runs that we've seen in quite some time, Coach. So we always talk about the kids. I always ask you about the kids, but from a coaching staff standpoint, offense, defense, special teams. I mean, when you guys get together and you talk about the first 5 weeks, this is a good time. I mean, everybody is happy with what they're seeing in the form of progression.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like last week was a pretty good indication of. I feel like we fired on all 3 aspects, whether it was special teams, offense, and defense. And so I felt really good about that. Where I feel like the games leading up to that, we were always kind of missing one aspect. I don't feel like we played great special teams the first couple games, and so to see that progression of that get better offensively, I feel like we've been pretty consistent with the exception of the Manti game. And so, and defensively, I feel like we're settling in and kind of understanding things. And so, I feel really good about where we're at right now as a team.
This squad, Coach, built a little bit different than the last 2 years. I felt like at any given moment, I mean, you guys could rip off a 75-yard touchdown. Wade could get on the outside of the pocket. He could find Creek, down the seam. I mean, there was a million different ways for this team to score. This year, it's been more of the methodical approach. We've seen long drives, 6-7-minute long drives, but against Carbon, there were a lot of those quick strikes. Even though this is an offense that can methodically move the football, when you have those dynamic plays, it seems like it's tough for anyone to beat this team when you guys can just rip off a couple of those big plays.
Yeah, it's nice, like you say, to have that dynamic. I mean, I think that's people didn't think if we had that, minus, Wade and Creek and some of those kids we've had the last couple of years. But, I think we've had these kids, just like you say, been waiting on the wings to be able to show what they can do. And we're starting to see that now, the big play capabilities of, Yost and JJ and Porter had a good game. And so, and Trevor's done a phenomenal job. And so, I think I say it's just one of those it's nice to be able to have those dynamics of, hey, we can grind it out, as well as if we need a big play, we've got some kids that are able to do that.
Again, our guest right now, Coach John Famalo, again, of the Emery High School football team. Coach, now we can jump ahead and we can talk about Friday's game against San Juan. It seems like over the last 3 years, I've asked you this question. This is the biggest game of the year, right? This is the biggest game that Emery's played in quite some time. It seems like every time we have one of those biggest games, it happens to be against San Juan, who has been a juggernaut in this classification for several years now.
Yeah, no, they certainly are the monkey on our back for us, trying to get a win over them. They built a phenomenal program over there. They've done it consistently, and the kids don't know any different. They know how to win, and so we're against that. Even though they lost a lot of kids, they still have some really good talent, and we really got our work cut out for us. But I feel like hopefully our kids mentally, it's just one of those, that was one of the comments the Carbon coach had made to us, if we can play one of these times where we're just not mentally checked out, that, it'd be a different game. And that's, for us against San Juan, it just seems like one of those games where sometimes if they get on you quick, you mentally check out, it's tough to battle back. And so, I think it's going to be a big challenge for us this week to stay locked in and make sure, they don't overwhelm you and do what they do, and we kind of control what we need to do, and make it a little bit more of a ball game, whole ball game instead of a half, which they've played a lot throughout their years. So that's kind of our key this week, is to make sure we can kind of control the ball and do what we can to keep them off the field and try to not give up those big plays that that they do.
Yeah, we talked about how this Emery squad has been tested in a variety of different ways throughout the first 5 games. That's not even close to being the same conversation with San Juan, because over the last 4 weeks, they've blown teams out. I mean, they really have not been tested since week 1 when they suffered a 6-point loss to Grantsville.
Yeah, I mean, and credit to them. It's just you watch these games, and I watched the film that they've sent us, and it's by halftime their crew's done, but the first half they're guns ablaze and going, and they do a good job executing and converting on what they need to, and they put points up on the board. And so, like you say, it's one of those, if you allow them to do that early, that may be a big problem. Whereas maybe you make them play a full game and make it a game that way. I think that, then they're going to have to figure out maybe, hey, we're here to play, and it's going to be a different ball game, hopefully.
I think they learned that going back to the state tournament a couple of seasons ago when it came down to really the fourth quarter to decide that game. Last year in Blanding, this year it's at home. Coach, how big of an advantage is that to finally get this team at home? Because we've seen them on a neutral site, we've seen them in Blanding, but it's been a while since we've got to play this team at Emery High.
Yeah, no, it's been a few years. Actually, the last time we had them here, we should have had them. And honestly, after that, it seems like that's when they kind of went on a roll and a tear, because it seemed like those next 3 years they laid them off, because I think they got those 3 state championships. But it was right after that year I felt like we were up. I can't remember if it was 2 touchdowns on our field here on the old field, and they made a heck of a comeback. We had a better team than them, but they made that comeback, and it just seems like they've been on a roll ever since then. And so, because I think they went in even the playoffs and ended up in the semis that year with that team. And so I say it's kind of left a bad taste in my mouth that it's a year that we probably should have had them, and we had them at our place and we let it get away. And so have an opportunity to have it at our place and see what we can do with this group. I'm excited for that challenge, and I think our kids are excited for it as well.
I think the RPI comes out on Monday. I know you and I have talked a little bit about that, being number 1, San Juan being number 2. The RPI, it's a lot like the college football rankings at this stage, right? They don't mean a whole lot. However, Coach, you got to pay attention to the percentage points, and there is such a big gap between 1, 2, and then 3, like a large gap as we get down to American Leadership Academy. And so, I guess the numbers would indicate that this is the premier showdown in the 2A classification, and whoever gets this win will have a clear path to the number 1 seed, which is important.
Yeah, I mean, it sets the stage for you. And so, like you say, it's nice to be number 1, but we play the number 2 this week, and like you say, that's it. I feel like between this game is going to end up the 1 or the 2 when it's all said and done. And so we have a perfect opportunity to be able to seize that. And like I say, if we get that win, I see it a hard spot. Not that it won't or can't to fall out of that one spot if we take care of business. But this week's the big one for sure.
Yeah, I would never ask a player on your team this, because I believe in the old Nick Saban saying, rat poison. They start reading the press clippings, so I'd never ask a kid this, but you would know better than me. Do they care that they're number 1?
I think they do. I mean, I had a kid in my class, and I was teaching, and he said, "Hey, freeze!" Man, it was 9 o'clock. I had kind of forgotten about the RPI coming out. He's like, "Hey, we're number 1," and so we stopped. And at that time, I think the kids recognize it. They feel like, hey, we've done something here, which is good, but you just have to remind them that, hey, it's not, where you're at midseason, it's where you're at the end. And so I think it's a nice, thing to be able to see, hey, here our body of work showing, and we've done something, but at the same time, it's not what we're shooting for at the end of the day. And so it's nice to be able to see that, but hopefully the kids recognize that there's a whole lot more that's at stake here.
Well, and I know that bye week next week, right? It's always better to go into a bye week off of a win. We've seen that before.
Yeah, no, that's the hope is, like you say, you get a week off after this. You get a win that makes it huge to rest up and get prepped for that ending of those last 3 games. And hopefully, they say, you get kids healed and whatever you need to prep yourself for that ending of that region schedule.
Let's end with this, Coach. As far as, the last 2 meetings with San Juan and comparisons, everything that you guys sit there and you break down, what is the main point of emphasis to get a win this time on the home field?
I think you got to make them play 4 quarters. For us, it's one of those. We got to try to keep their offense off the field as much as we can. Don't give up the big plays, and kind of play a little bit of slow ball if we can for them. And I think if you make them play a full game, I think you're going to give yourself a chance. If you try to play high speed and, the 3 in and 3 outs because we're taking chances, then I think we can make for a long night because they put up big numbers on the board if you let them. So I think the best defense for us is keeping their offense off the field as much as we can.
Coach, it's always fun to get you on. I appreciate the time. We'll see you Friday night.
All right. Hey, I appreciate it, Jordan. Thank you.
Again, that's Emery High School football coach John Famalo talking about tonight's matchup. Emery getting set to take on the San Juan Broncos. We have plenty more coming up here on the Landon's Diesel Service pregame show. When we return, we're going to talk to Ty Yost. Ty put forth a phenomenal effort last week as he had 308 all-purpose yards and 4 touchdowns. He was named the Eastern Utah Community Credit Union Athlete of the Week and also the UHSAA Athlete of the Week for that performance. We had a chance to catch up with Ty Yost, and we'll get to that interview when we return here on 107.3 FM and 750 AM, where the Spartans play.
At Landon's Diesel, they understand the heartbeat of your diesel truck. Whether it's the rig that powers your livelihood or the everyday vehicle that drives your life, the trained technicians at Landon's Diesel are here to keep you rolling. Plus, with 24-hour towing service, support's just a call away, anytime, day or night. Drive into Landon's Diesel for expert care tailored to you and your truck, because when your diesel needs expertise, Landon's Diesel is always here.
Looking to transform your space? At 123 Remodeling, we specialize in bringing your vision to life. From electrical upgrades to seamless drywall finishes and expert garage door installations. We handle it all with precision and care right here in Carbon and Emery County. Trust the local experts at 123 Remodeling. Call us today at 630-2215.
At A Perfect Smile, they specialize in transforming your smile with precision and care. From porcelain veneers and dental implants to orthodontics, crowns, and bridges, their expertise covers every aspect of general and cosmetic dentistry. Dr. Jackson and his team are here to address even the most challenging dental concerns, helping you achieve a smile you'll love. Ready for a smile makeover? Call A Perfect Smile today, 637-2100, to schedule an appointment.
Looking for financial solutions? At Cache Valley Bank, they're here to help. Whether you need commercial loans, mortgages, or expert financial advising, they've got you covered. Visit them today on the corner of First West and Main Street. Cache Valley Bank, your partner in financial success.
Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Today we're being joined by Ty Yost. He is this week's Eastern Utah Community Credit Union Athlete of the Week, and for good reason, as he had a stellar performance against the Carbon Dinos this past Friday. Ty, it's great to get with you. Thank you.
It's good to be here.
Let's talk about your performance on Friday night. Over 300 all-purpose yards. I want to start by talking about the 80-yard run. That's what got things off and rolling. One play, handoff right up the gut. You managed to take it to the house. Walk me through that play and how it all kind of came to fruition. What came together for you?
Well, it was just a really good block by our lineman, and I just saw the open hole, and I just went through. And I just saw the sideline, and I just went for it and just ran my hardest and just outran everyone. I don't know, just really good blocking, and I just tried my best to get to the touchdown, I guess. So
it was a big gaping hole.
Yeah, big hole.
There was a big gaping hole. Then you have a 19-yard touchdown reception as well. You only have one catch, if I'm not mistaken, on Friday night. It happens to go for a 19-yard score.
Yeah. I just get a little bit of X reps as well, or wide receiver reps, and they tagged me on an eagle route, and so I knew that the safety was going to be over the number 2, so I just knew I was going to be maybe a little more open on that route, so I just ran my hardest and was open on that one too. So
and Trev delivered a dime. I mean, he put it
perfect
right on the money.
Yeah, perfect ball by Trevin. So, yeah.
And then we'll talk about the 99-yard kick return. You almost step on the goal line. You avoid that. And then you take off, and you take this one to the house. I mean, that's as close as you can possibly get to a 100-yard kick return in the high school game.
Yeah, that one as well. Just really good blocks by our special teams. And, yeah, just a big hole I could see. And I just stayed behind my blockers and ran all the way through. And, yeah, it was really close to the goal line. I was a little scared. But, yeah, just really good blocking by our special teams. And just got to the house finally. So.
At that point, you have a 94-yard kickoff return as well. I believe it was 94 yards. At that point, though, you've got to just be feeling good. You got to be in the rhythm. I mean, do you have the confidence of every time I touch the ball from here on out, it's going to the house? Because then you take a 94-yard touchdown back.
Yeah, I was getting a little bit of confidence after the first 3, so I was getting a little excited to get the ball. And then, yeah, another really good blocking by our special teams, and I just knew I could just outrun everyone because I did it 2 times, so I just knew that if I just find a hole, I can get there. And, yeah, just really good blocking by our special teams again.
I'm sure anytime you have a performance like that, it's going to stick in your memory. It means an awful lot, but you do it as a senior on homecoming in front of the hometown crowd against Carbon. Does that have a little bit of extra meaning because of everything that was happening that night? I mean, it was a special night in general.
Yeah, I mean, homecoming's always really good to have a great performance on, and then Carbon too. Everyone's going to be there, so I just was really pumped and excited, and I was not going to let Carbon beat us that day, so I just was really pumped and ready to get after it, and I just did my best, and it all worked out, so I was glad to do that night too. So
you've talked about getting extra reps at wideout, and it's something that I've talked to Coach Famalo about over the last few weeks, you making that transition from wide receiver into the backfield, and we've talked about some of the difficulties that you may encounter in doing so. Do you feel now just very comfortable in your spot in the offense?
Yeah, I feel like running back's a pretty good position for me because I used to play running back in middle school and just rec, so I just am comfortable with finding the gaps and just shooting through those holes. And then playing wide receiver, I did that at the end of middle school, like 8th grade, and so I've been playing that so far in high school, and I'm just got used to that. So it's good to have like 2 positions also because I can get rest on some plays, and Jackson can go in for running back, and then if anyone needs a break, I can go in and replace them as well. So it's nice to have two positions also.
We talk about all the offensive plays that you had against Carbon. You also had a shoestring tackle that may have saved a touchdown, right? So you even had it working on the defensive side of the ball. What do you prefer, offense or defense?
Usually I would say defense, but I really like scoring as well. I haven't scored tons in high school. I haven't really played tons of varsity that much. So this year it's really fun to get all those touchdowns, especially that one game. And then I really love defense. I like getting tackles and just hitting people. So right now I'm kind of like 50-50 on it after that game. So I don't know right now.
So you guys are sitting at 5-1. You get through the non-region portion. Great record. Fine shape right now, number 1 in the RPI. I know that doesn't mean a whole lot here in September, but now let's shift forward and let's talk about Friday's game against San Juan, because this is a team very, very good, number 2 in the RPI. And if we're being honest, they've had our number over the last couple of years. So talk to me a little bit about San Juan and what you know going into Friday's game.
Yeah, I'm really excited to play them. I think they're going to be really a good opponent. They're going to be really hard to face, but I know we can, if we just play like how we played Carbon, that we can do really good. And it might be a little close game, but I feel like we can pull through in the end. And yeah, I'm really excited to play them. It's going to be a really fun game for sure.
What stands out to you about San Juan? Have you noticed anything in looking at tape or video with the way they play and how you guys can take advantage of some things? Have you noticed anything?
I know they're really quick paced. They start off the ball like instantly, so they don't really go in a huddle that often. So I know they're just quick, so we got to be quick as well. And we just got to, I know they're really physical, so we just got to wrap up low, because I know there's a lot of big kids on their team. Just wrap up low, hit them in the ankles, and yeah, we'll do good, I think.
It's a lot nicer playing this game at home rather than traveling to Blanding, isn't it?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, home games are always a lot better, so your legs are not dead from the bus ride. So yeah, home games are going to be a lot better, especially against San Juan.
One loss on the season, that was Manta. You guys responded very well to that. What's the vibe like around the team as you guys get set for Friday's game?
I think we're pretty pumped for it. A little nervous, I guess, because we know San Juan's a really good team, and they've been they won state the past 2 years, and so we're all a little nervous, but we're all pretty pumped. So I think, yeah, everyone's pretty excited and ready to play them for sure.
Before I let you go, I want to talk about the student aspect. Here you are, a senior at Emery High School. What's that been like? What's your senior season or your senior academic year been like?
It's been pretty good. There's a lot of all these activities you can do as a senior, and I don't know, it's just flying by so far. It's going by really quick. It's already halfway through the football season, and I don't know, I'm not ready for it to end. So it's been pretty fun as a senior, and yeah, the school's pretty fun as well. Just being a senior is just always, I feel like, better than the other years for sure.
Any plans past high school yet?
I'm planning on going on a mission, and then I don't really know after the mission. I don't really know what college exactly I want to go to. I'm kind of on the lines about it, like either BYU or SUU or Dixie, like one of those colleges probably. But yeah, that's usually my plan as of now. So.
Well, Ty, congratulations on a fantastic performance against Carbon. Congratulations on being the Eastern Utah Community Credit Union Athlete of the Week. Let's keep this momentum going against San Juan.
Oh, yeah, for sure. I'm excited.
At Eastern Utah Community Credit Union, we have the solutions to your financial goals. From auto loans, RV, home and business, to savings, money market, and certificate accounts. With local people, local lending, and local decisions, you can depend on us.
Emery High School football on KOAL 107.3 FM and 750 AM.
Helper's Hometown Bowling Center, Gateway Lanes, South Main Street in Historic Helper, and bowlhelper.com. Let's roll.
Welcome back in. It's Emery High School football here on 107.3 FM and 750 AM. We are set to go. Emery wins the toss, and the Spartans elect to receive. They want to control tempo in this game. Back to return deep. Ty Yost, he's got Hayden Abrams with him. Yost standing on his own 10-yard line left side, Abrams right. And San Juan has it teed up, and here's Jayton Knight to kick things off, end over end, returned by Abrams to the 15, 20, 25, 30. Abrams hurdles two players. He's to the 45, 50, into San Juan territory. Hayden Abrams still on his feet. 20, 15, 10, lost the football, stepped out of bounds at the 10-yard line, and Emery will start in major plus territory to get things rolling. Jumped in between two defenders on that return, Travis.
Yeah, special teams the last 2 weeks has been special. That's why you take the ball first, right? You go all the way down the field, and you got the ball sitting just shy of the 10, right at the 10-yard line.
Excellent starting field position for the Spartans. Hayden Abrams has been a big-time player all season long, and he's going to set Emery up deep into the San Juan red zone to get things moving. Our first look at this Emery offense, Jackson Johnson out of the backfield, Trevin Gilbert, the senior quarterback, Braxton Butler at wing back here for the Spartans. Two wideouts right side, one to the left. Gilbert takes the snap, hand off to Johnson, and Johnson goes nowhere. He is stopped in his tracks. Flags come out all over the place. Jayton Knight there on the takedown, the senior, for the Broncos. And now we'll see what the flag is. A personal foul face mask against San Juan. That'll be half the distance to the goal. So now Emery looking at first and goal from the 5. While we have a second, take a look at the officials in tonight's game. Daniel Hughley, Jared Tatton, Patrick Cox, Wayne Roberts, and Ben Wolford. Most difficult job in sports. Referees, always give them a shout out. First down and goal to go. Ball at the 5. Emery right down the middle of the hash marks. This time Gilbert will come up underneath center. Johnson is the deep back. Butler lines up right side. No motion. Snap. Little play action. Roll out. Pass corner of the end zone. Caught. Touchdown, Spartans. It takes 25 seconds for Emery to draw first blood. Trevin Gilbert finds Hayden Abrams in the corner of the end zone, and it's 6-0 Emery.
Just get him rolled out of the pocket, and then you throw the ball to the back portion of that pylon. It's a catch. It's a touchdown, and a quick score by Emery. That's why you take the ball first, put the pressure on the road team.
Now, Coach Famalo talked about long drives.
Heck, there's a long drive, right?
25 seconds. PAT by Atwood is good. Emery 7, San Juan nothing. 11:35 to play in the opening quarter. We'll pause for 30 seconds. We're back in just a moment.
Imagine this. You're cruising down the highway, windows down, music up, but suddenly your car sputters. Don't let car troubles break your stride. At Cars, Complete Auto Repair Service in Wellington, they're dedicated to keeping your vehicle running smoothly so you can keep enjoying those flawless drives. From regular maintenance like oil changes and wheel alignments to tune-ups and even new tires, Cars is here to help. Visit Cars today and drive away confident knowing your car is in its best shape ever.
The Spartans play here.
Porter Herdsman, number 23.
Braxton Butler, number 33. Quade Oberson, number 6.
On 107.3 FM and 750 AM.
7-0 Emery. 11:35 to play in the opening quarter. Atwood set to kick this one away deep to this high-tempo, high-powered San Juan offense. This one will be returned at the 10-yard line, out to the 20, 25. San Juan with an excellent return, and this one's going to go the distance. Emery gives it right back. It takes no time at all for the Broncos to strike right back. 11:19 to play in the opening quarter. Back-to-back TDs. That time, Jagger Neves, who we're going to call his name, I know, frequently tonight. He goes down the left sideline, and it's 7-6.
Yeah, Emery just got caught flat-footed. They didn't get in the right zone special team-wise to get down the field. And when you're out of position, that's going to happen. 6 points quick with the answer back.
Very reminiscent of what happened in Cedar City just a couple of seasons ago. And now Trip Palmer will come out to attempt the PAT. $11:19 to play in the opening quarter. 7-6 Emery, number 1 versus number 2. And we have fireworks early in this one. Snap is good. No, hold is not good. And the PAT is a knuckleball that sneaks just over the crossbar. 7-7. With 11:19 to play in the opening quarter. Almost immediate, well, it wasn't immediate, answer back, Travis, from San Juan.
Yeah, one play, down the sideline, they go. Emery, we talked about the special teams a week ago. You have a great return, then you give it up. You just got to stay in the lanes. Got out of position, and that's going to happen if you're out of position. And San Juan with the answer to tie things up.
11:19 to play in the opening quarter. And now kickoff back to Hayden Abrams and Ty Yost. They stand back at the 10-yard line. Well, we talked about the quick drives, right? Coach Flamalo wants to take things slow, wants to keep that San Juan offense on the sideline. Bad news for Emery. San Juan's already put up 7 points. The offense hasn't touched the field yet.
That's not a good sign. So, got to be better on, those kick. That little end-around play, I think, caught him off guard a little bit. You could tell from our point of view, he was never going to hand the ball off, but maybe Emery thought he was going to. That's how they got out of position.
Knight to kick it away. It's end over end. Emery will return this short. Deacon Mangum at the 20. Gets it out to the 25. Mangum past the 30 to the 32-yard line, and that's where Emery will set up shop with 11:13 to play in the opening quarter.
Emery's got to run the football. They got to control tempo. They can't get behind the sticks. First down's got to be positive, or it's just going to throw a wrinkle into this offense, and you're going to get the ball right back to the San Juan team.
They spot it at the 31-yard line. Now, pay attention to the play clock tonight, Travis. Coach Flamalo said they'll work it. They're going to use the play clock.
Yeah, you can work it, but you have to be aware you don't want delay of games because you're running that play clock down.
Now, Emery comes out of the huddle at about the 10-second mark on the play clock. Out of the shotgun set, it's Gilbert. 2 wideouts on each side, 1 on the backfield. 3 men on front for San Juan, and 3 men will get home. A dump-off pass to Herdsman. A flag is down out on the field. Might be the second flag against San Juan. Nope, it'll go against Emery, and that's a hold. And if you're San Juan, you've got to think about possibly declining this. Instead of 1st and 10, it could be 1st and 20, but it could also be 2nd and about 14 off of the loss.
Yeah, I think I'm taking 1st and 20.
Let's see. That's exactly what they will do. So the first penalty for the Spartans. 1st down and 20. Emery right now with their own 21-yard line. They got to get it out to the 41. 2 wideouts on each side. Gilbert has 1 man on the backfield standing off to his right. Snap and a handoff. It's Jackson Johnson. Room to run. Johnson past the 25. Up close to the 30-yard line. Gets the majority of the yardage lost back. And so now 2nd and 12 for Emery on a gain of 8 from Jackson Johnson.
It's a good run right up the middle. Duke, the last line defense. If Duke doesn't wrap him up and prevent that, he bursts up. He picks a 1st down, up and more. That's a good positive run after the penalty to make this manageable now and 2nd down.
2nd down and just about 11. 10:25 to play in the opening quarter. Second offensive set for Emery. First time they've had to go the length of the field. Another handoff to Johnson, and this time the Broncos collapse, and that is a huge defensive play to set up third down and long. That's Cash Palmer, the defensive tackle, in on the takedown for a loss of 2 on Johnson.
Yeah, obviously you can tell early on in this game that Emery wants to control the game on the ground, but that San Juan front, they're so good getting off those blocks and getting in the backfield. So now Emery's going to have to think we're going to have to go shotgun. We're going to have to spread things out to try to move the football.
Broncos are only rushing 3, and they've been able to get home on a couple of plays already. Third down and long, not an ideal situation for the Spartans. 9:42 and counting to play in the opening quarter. Mangum will go in motion left to right on the radio dial. Back to pass. Gilbert under pressure, flushed out of the pocket, running, wants to lob it downfield. Incomplete. There was a tangle up, no flag last week. That would have been 15 yards, no doubt. But we do have a flag down back in the line of scrimmage. See a hold against Emery. San Juan's going to decline it. And so 4th and 13, and the special teams unit for the Spartans will come out. Atwood will come out to punt it away.
Yeah, it looks like he did grab him, kind of twist him around on that play at midfield. Should have been offsetting penalties. Instead, it's not. Penalty decline, 4th down.
Moving right to left on the dial, Emery will punt this ball away. Broncos are explosive on special teams. It's a squad that puts up a boatload of points. That has been the mantra of the San Juan Broncos for quite some time. Perfect snap. Atwood gets it high end over end. It takes a San Juan bounce into Emery territory, and Mangum downs it at the 48-yard line. So the Spartans gain roughly 20 yards off of the punt with 9:19 to play in the first, plus territory for San Juan as they start this next possession.
They had some pressure there in the backfield. It took his time getting that punt off. But you can see the pressure coming from the outside. Did a good job, though, to get that thing off with the pressure.
First down and 10. 3-man front here for Emery. Travis, pay attention to the outside blitz. Let's see how aggressive Emery is. Quick pass out, incomplete. And so immediately Neves wants to work it to the right side, and that's Jake Ivins. Call his name several times once the basketball season rolls around. He's an all-around athlete for San Juan. That one sneaks through his paws, 2nd down and 10.
Throw just a little bit high. You'll take that. That's a win for Emery on 1st down.
Trips right side. This time the option. Neves trying to pick his spot. Dives forward. The Emery defense able to collapse. Caleb O'Neal up top. Gideon Meekum down low for the takedown. And now 3rd and 7 for San Juan. Not ideal, but you have to wonder if they're in 4-down territory. Here's that tempo from the Broncos. Under 9 in the first quarter. Quick pass out right side. This one close to the first down sticks, but I believe the Broncos are a yard shy. Brenton Bethea comes down with the catch, but now it's 4th down and about 2 yards. Make it a yard, rather, for San Juan. And the Broncos will keep the offense out on the field.
Run this play right up the middle.
Broncos try to go with the hard snap count. Emery not fooled. In the backfield. Snap. And Emery snips this out of the defense. Rises to the occasion.
That play call right there is questionable. All you have to do is just turn and hand the ball off to your big running back. Instead, it's a fake. He takes it out of the running back's hands. He keeps it himself. And Emery not full, snipped it out, and they get the stop on 4th down.
Big-time defensive stop for the Spartans. And so now Emery will take over near midfield on their own 43-yard line with 8:24 and counting to play in the opening quarter.
Jordan, this is where you have to take advantage. You get the stop. You get good field position. You have to score.
Quick pitch. Ty Yost, his first carry. Yost finds a little room to run, gets it close to the 45-yard line. Give Ty a gain of 2 on his first carry of the evening.
Yeah, running against this team with that front, like you talked about, they're only, have 3 up there, rushing 3. It's very difficult to run on this team. You're going to get little chunks like that, 2 yards, 3 yards. Eventually, you're going to have to find that seam where you're running 6, 7, 8, or you get like a 10-yard run.
Out of the shotgun set. Gilbert calls for Abrams to come in motion. Here's the end around, trying to get Hayden out in space. Hayden is tripped up. That time, San Juan not giving up the edge. Slow developing play, and there's too much speed on this San Juan roster. That time on the takedown, it's Trip Palmer, and it's 3rd down and 8 coming up for the Spartans. Big play, 7:27 to play here in the opening opening quarter, I should say. 7-7. We're all tied on 2 quick strikes. Third down for Emery. Hard snap, and there is all kinds of movement. Question is, was it Emery that got a free 5 yards, or did they give it away? Who flinched first?
My point looked like San Juan jumped first.
Yeah, I was going to say Emery, and that's exactly what the call is. So Emery, instead of 3rd and 8, 3rd and 13. I don't know if that changes much from what the Spartans want to do on the offensive side.
No, you were passing in that situation anyways.
Right.
So you're still in a passing down. Just a little bit more difficult now at 3rd and 14. I would take a shot deep and live with Jake punting if we don't get it.
Motion man coming right to left. Motion man is Herdsman. Empty backfield, under pressure. Gilbert floats it out, goes to the right sideline. It is incomplete. And so 4th down and long, and the Emery special teams unit will come out yet again.
Yeah, that play tells me they were going to go on 4. That's a short out to the outside. Pick up 5-6. It's dropped. Now you got to punt again. 2 possessions, 2 punts.
Actually, 3 possessions.
3
punts. The first one happened in such a blink of an eye that it's easy to forget that it wasn't a kickoff return for a touchdown. Atwood gets this one away barely. It will be returnable, and Emery, excellent punt coverage inside their own 30 on the return. It's Bethea for San Juan, and that's where the Broncos will take over.
It's a good job to get that ball away once again with the pressure. Good punt, pins him back a little bit. Rocky start on their opening drive on this last one with the first play going to the outside incomplete. It really disrupted what they wanted to do offensively to start.
Bronco football, empty backfield. Emery with a 3-man front. 1 quick pump fake, quick pass, moving out to the right side. This will go for some good yardage out to the 37-yard line, but there is a flag down in the backfield, and this may negate a nice pickup for the Broncos. That time off of the pass out right side, it was Montella.
Yeah, it's a block in the back. Right on the outside edge. Which he didn't need to do.
No, it was on the opposite side of the play. But if you're Emery, you'll take it. This is a San Juan team that has scored points in bunches throughout the year. You'll see multiple quarterbacks working through the air here for San Juan. Knight right now drops back. He wants to fire deep into the open field, and it's caught. What a grab. Dangerous pass. Ty Yost was lurking. Knight goes to Neves, and he hauls it in at the 29-yard line, and here comes that tempo offense once again for the Broncos. Past the initial ball spot. Quick pass out to Ivins. Emery's defense is quick to collapse on the ball. Takedown by Jackson Johnson. He had some help from Butler, a little help from Herdsman, and now it's 3rd down. Big play again for the Spartans. We're looking at 3rd down and about 4 yards. Handoff, Neves goes up the middle, and Emery is able to rise once again. A loose ball, they will rule him down. Off the carry, it's 4th down for the Broncos, and you have to wonder, after what happened last time, will they go for it? Very aggressive team.
I think they trust their defense enough. They will go for it.
4th down and roughly 4. There's the snap. Back to pass. Nope, we have a dead ball, and that would have gone for a 1st down. Pass was intended off of the outside to Adams, the senior. Adams is able to grab it. Timeout was called by Emery. So 5:25 to play in the opening quarter. It's been a bang-bang game. Slowing down a little bit. We'll take it as well. The score 7-7. 4th down for the Broncos when we return.
Hi, I'm Dr. Daniel Kelly, owner of Castle Valley Orthodontics. What's keeping you from having a perfect smile? We understand what you want from a local orthodontist, and here at Castle Valley Orthodontics, you'll be treated like family. Call Castle Valley Orthodontics at 637-2222 for a free consultation.
The Spartans play here.
Hayden Abrams, number 3. Caleb O'Neill, number 58. Deacon Mangum, number 12.
On 107.3 FM and 750 AM KO.
Fourth down, San Juan will bring their offense back out. Trips right side, empty backfield, 2 wideouts to the left. Hard snap count, Knight tried to get it. Emery playing disciplined. Pay attention to Neves, he's lined up in the slot. He's got man-to-man with Abrams, 1 safety high off the left side. Knight back to pass, works it across the middle of the field. It's caught. First down, San Juan. That was great coverage by the Spartans, just better offense as Neves comes up with it. And now the Broncos have the ball at their own 46-yard line and a fresh set of downs with 5:19 to play in the first. And the tempo offense will continue.
Yeah, 2 balls on that play should have been picked.
Tight window. Knight this time trying to pick his spot. Caleb O'Neill is in on the takedown. Had some help from Hayden Abrams. A gain of 2 yards to set up 2nd and 8.
Caleb O'Neill just threw Neves to the ground, said get out of my way, and then chases the quarterback down and gets him, tags him from behind.
Knight out of the shotgun. He's got 4 wideouts, left side, wide receiver screen. This will go for more positive gain for San Juan, close to the 50-yard line, onto Emery's side of the field, and it is 3rd down and 5.
This is how you wear teams down with the tempo. Nothing fancy, just, quick out, 5 out, 5 out. And right now, Emery, 3rd and 5, trying to get a 4th down stop coming if they can.
3rd down, another wide receiver screen. Ball into the hands of Neves. He dropped it. Flag comes out. And I'm going to say this is holding against San Juan, trying to set up that wide receiver screen. You see this called quite often at the college level. And it is a hold. And now if you're Coach Famalo, I think this is a no-brainer. You have to take the hold. Instead of 4th and 5, it now becomes 3rd and 15. You take that if you're Emery.
Yeah, you want to back them up. Definitely back them up because on 4th and 5, they're going to go for it anyways. And it's a short 4th and 5 like it was on the prior one they picked up. Make this thing 3rd and 15.
41-yard line on their own side of the field.
See if Emery can generate some pressure.
Knight takes the snap. 3-step drop, fires across the center. There's Neves. He catches it to the 50-yard line. So now it's 4th down. But again, San Juan's going to go tempo. They have to get to the Emery 44 to keep this drive alive. It's 4th and 6. Solid opportunity for the Spartan defense to get the ball near midfield. 4 even to play in the first. Still tied 7-7. Knight tried to get the hard snap count. Emery doesn't bite. Spartans will go with an odd man front. 3 wideouts right side, 2 to the left. Empty backfield for Knight once again. Shoulder high snap. Clean step on the drop back. Flushed right side. He's got room to run. Has to throw on the run. It's incomplete. It hit the turf. Incomplete. Emery forces the turnover on downs. They get the ball back at midfield. The second time the defense has managed to force a turnover on downs in this quarter.
Defense comes through once again like you talk about on 4th down. You get the pressure you need. You flush him out of the pocket. He's got to throw on the run. Doesn't have enough strength to get the football there. Off the turf. Incomplete. Spartan football.
Quarterback contain, light pressure, flush him out right side, force him to throw on the run. It's not easy for anyone at this level. But the Emery secondary is played on point. There's just been a couple of really good plays from San Juan as the Broncos come out with a 3-man front, that has been able to apply pressure.
Yeah, he probably picks the first down up with his feet if he continues to go upfield.
Butler comes in motion left to right. Fake on the end around, quick pass. Deacon Mangum's got it to the 40. Mangum still on his feet. Mangum gets it close to the 35-yard line. A gain tackle for the San Juan Broncos. Emery on a gain of 13.
Clean pocket time over the middle of the field. And then Deacon does the rest, and he weaves his way through traffic to pick up the first down into San Juan territory.
7-7, 3:27 to play in the opening quarter. Emery so far game here on this San Juan team, who are back-to-back state champions. Shotgun once again for Gilbert. Hard snap count. That's a free 5 yards for Emery. And so 1st and 10 is about to become 1st and 5. Indeed it is. The Spartans now with the ball at the 33-yard line.
Yeah, Palmer for San Juan jumped off sides.
Now you're really on schedule if you're Emery. Ahead of the sticks. 3:17 to play in the first. Clock will continue to move. 20 on the play clock here for the Spartans. Gilbert, quick pass, goes to Abrams. Emery with a wall out in front of him. Abrams, first down and more. Hurdles one defender. He'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Emery. A 32-yard strike. Gilbert finds Abrams, and the Spartans recapture the lead with 3:01 to play in the opening quarter.
Now you got to give credit to the three out in front that laid the block that sprung him free into the end zone. So you get the fourth down stop. Emery gets the ball back. They come down and they quick score. 3 plays later, they're in the end zone with the lead.
Abrams has found pay dirt for the second time, and Atwood will come out to attempt the PAT. Gilbert to hold. Snap is high. Gilbert gets it down, and Atwood puts it right down Broadway. 14-7, Emery with the lead. 3:01 to play when we return on 107.3 FM and 7:50 AM.
At Clean Cut Roofing and Siding, they believe every home deserves to look its best. Since 2003, Clean Cut Roofing and Siding has been transforming homes and businesses with precision and care, ensuring your peace of mind with every shingle and siding panel installed. Whether you're updating an old look, repairing storm damage, or bringing life back to your storefront, trust them to handle every detail. Visit cleancutroofingsiding.com to schedule your free consultation. Clean Cut Roofing and Siding, where quality meets craftsmanship.
The Spartans play here.
Hayden Abrams, number 3. Caleb O'Neill, number 58. Deacon Mangum, number 12.
On 107.3 FM and 750.
Emery's defense steps up, forces a turnover on downs, and the offense takes advantage of the short field, marching 50 yards with 3:01 to play in the first quarter to give Emery a 14-7 lead.
That's how the Spartans are going to win the game. If San Juan's going to be aggressive, they come up short. You get a short field, you have to. You have to take advantage, and you have to score touchdowns.
Atwood gets the kickoff. This one a tad short. Remember, San Juan has taken one back already. Neves with the ball out to the 15. He fakes the end around, and he's got more daylight. Flag is down back at the 20, so I believe this is coming back. Penalties have definitely played a factor. There's the block in the back against San Juan, and that's all the way down to the 19-yard line. That's where the flag was thrown.
That was easy. Watching that play the whole time, and he just pushed him square in the back.
Well, Emery, again, very similar to the state tournament 2 years ago. You and I were there live in color, Travis. We saw it. Emery punched San Juan in the mouth early, but this is a team built of champions, and they responded. Let's see what they do here. Back on their own 10-yard line, 90 yards of green in front with 2:52 to play in the opening quarter. This time a handoff, change of pace, and this is good yardage past the 15 up to about the 18-yard line as the Broncos try to just play power football. J.D. Palmer, the senior, sets up 2nd and 1.
Yeah, he's a bruising back and just bulldoze for 5-6 yards.
Another handoff to Palmer. This time he is stuffed in the backfield. Abrams was there to tie him up down low, and then a high pop up top by Ty Yost. It's 3rd down for the Broncos, 3rd and 2, and now a huge play because I don't know if San Juan would go for it this deep in their own territory.
You can't. If you get to stop here, they can't go for it. They have to punt the football away.
Odd man front, Knight back to pass. He's under pressure, flushed out, wants to go deep. Man open, caught at the 40-yard line. Ivan steps out of bounds. Big time pickup, a gain of 19 yards, 20 yards to be exact, to the 39. And it's 1st and 10 San Juan, and they're going to keep the pressure going. Knight wanted to go quick. There was all kinds of movement. They were not set. The referees are just going to blow it dead. There's no flag.
Got some pressure. He just lofts that ball, soft touch to the outside, and his wide receiver does the rest.
Shotgun back to pass. Knight is looking, wants to go deep. He's got Ivans wide open, and Ivans is now on Emery's side of the field. He gets it to the 41-yard line, taken down by Porter Herdsman. Here's that quick strike offense now for the Broncos. $1:47 to play in the first quarter. Looking to draw even with Emery, and they have the ball on the Spartan side of the field. Knight option. He's got Neves with him in the backfield. He's going to keep it himself. Gideon Meekum is there for the takedown, but not before Knight's able to move it out to the 35-yard line on a gain of 6. 2nd down and 4 for the Broncos. You don't have much time to catch your breath when you're calling a San Juan game. They want to move. Here off the right side, a couple of playmakers we got to be aware of, including Montella on the outside. Fake to Neves. pass. Ivins across the middle of the field. He is taken down in the open field by Yost, but not before Ivins draws inside the 20 down to the 17-yard line for the Broncos.
Marching right down the field. Quick tempo. Emery's defense gassed. They can't wait for the quarter to end.
Minute 10 left. Handoff. Broncos. Neves. Untouched. Touchdown from 17 yards out with a minute 5 to play in the first. We're an extra point away from this game being tied.
That was a clinic. Buried deep in their own territory, and they marched right down the field to tie things up, penning the extra point.
They will come out to attempt the PAT. This is Palmer. Snap is low. Palmer gets it up. He boots this one a mile right down the middle. 14-14 with a minute 5 to play in the opening quarter. What a ball game so far. It's living up to the hype. We'll pause for 30 seconds. Emery with a chance to take the lead when we return.
At Castle Country Vet, they believe every pet deserves a touch of love and expert care. You can trust Dr. Harmer and Dr. Kelly. They're not just veterinarians, but passionate pet lovers, dedicated to nurturing your furry friends like family. From routine checkups to emergency interventions, you and your pet will experience compassionate, professional care every step of the way. Let Castle Country Vet help your pets lead the happiest, healthiest lives. Call Castle Country Vet today, 637-5797, because love is a four-legged word.
Emery High School football on KOAL 107.3 FM and 750 AM.
Back to the action. Emery. Ball's loose out on the turf. Yost picks it up. A broken return tie was stripped up at the ankles. Otherwise, he may still be running. Oh, my goodness. We almost had more fireworks, Travis. Yost will set up Emery with good field position out to the 33-yard line. But he nearly took that one to the house.
Yeah, he had daylight. All he needed to do is break one tackle, and he was gone. And for San Juan, that's an area they have to clean up. They have been real sloppy on the recover game.
Both teams have. First down and 10. Emery with the ball, their own 33-yard line. 4 wide out set, 1 man in the backfield. Butler's going to go in motion left to right. Gilbert takes the snap. Little dump off. Yost is wrapped up for a loss this time, and a flag comes out. There is extracurricular activity all over the place, and I believe Emery will be the guilty party on the flag that just came out. If anything, offsetting, but I believe this will go against the Spartans. Officials talking about it right now.
There's a lot of emotion in this game. You're going to have this sort of stuff happen.
Officials still talking about what the call is going to be. Typically when it's this long, it'll be offsetting, right?
Should be.
Let's see. A hold against San Juan. There is no unsportsmanlike conduct for extracurricular activity.
Well, that's even better.
Even better, we'll take it with 47 ticks to play in the opening quarter. Opening play of the drive that would have went for a loss of 3 turns into a gain of 10 for Emery. And they have the ball now with their own 44-yard line. In the middle of the hash marks, moving left to right. .47 seconds to play in the opening quarter. First and 10, Emery right now with the ball at their own 41-yard line. Broncos have been able to apply pressure with a 3-man front. That was one of the things that Coach Famalo talked about. Let's give Trev a clean pocket. Clock continues to move now that the ball is set. Gilbert, snap. Quick pass. Goes out. Abrams, left side, near midfield. Still on his feet, able to tightrope walk it into San Juan territory to the 49-yard line. Nice pickup of 8 yards on first down. Abrams putting together a nice quarter. 3 catches for 46 yards. Emery will have to run one more play in this quarter as Abrams was shoved out of bounds. Emery's got to get to the 46 for a fresh set. 3-man front again for the Broncos. Emery's going to go 2 wideouts on each side. 1 man in the backfield standing to the left of Gilbert. Snap, Gilbert, quick pass, goes back to Abrams. Abrams is able to, once again, tightrope walk the sideline. He picks up enough for the first down on a gain of 4. 1st and 10, Emery. Ball in plus territory at San Juan's 45. Exactly 50 receiving yards for Abrams here in this opening quarter with 29 ticks. Odd man front again, empty backfield for Emery on what may be the final play. Yost out of the backfield. Yost taking the, what do we call that? I always call it the wildcat, but they say Yost lost the football. San Juan comes up with it. Question is, did they rule Yost down on the ground? And I think that was a no-brainer, Travis. From my point of view, it looked as if Yost was down, and the officials have not yet made a ruling, and they're going to say, no, he fumbled. And a costly turnover for Emery. Out of the wildcat, Yost took it right side, tried to stay inside the tackles, and he lost the football.
I thought it was down from this point of view. It looked like he was down. Then the ball comes out. Officials say no, fumble, and that drive comes to a halt.
It was a productive drive. But now the Broncos have it at their own 42-yard line. 15 seconds to play in the first.
Yeah, they were marching right down the field to get the lead back.
Turnovers are going to be costly in a game like this. Trips left side here for the Broncos. One man in the backfield. Handoff up the gut, and this will go for more yardage for Palmer, close to midfield, out to the 49-yard line, and that will take us to the end of the opening quarter. It's been a fun one so far. One turnover for Emery might be the difference as we get set for the second, but right now the score, Emery 14, San Juan 14. Definitely living up to the hype between number 1 and number 2. We're back in 60 seconds.
Discover peace of mind with Don's Hometown Insurance, now even closer to home at their new location, 58 West Main Street in Price. Connect directly with friendly agents ready to tailor a package just for you. Imagine bundling your home, auto, and life insurance, simplifying your life while maximizing your savings. Experience personalized service designed to protect what matters most to you. Visit Don's Hometown Insurance today and feel the difference.
Imagine stepping foot into your dream home. The scent of fresh paint and the feel of plush carpet under your feet. Hi, this is Greg at the Driggs Mortgage Team. We make that dream come to life with our expert guidance and personalized financing solutions. Now closer to you at our new location in 23 South Carbon Avenue, Suite 21 in Price, because when it comes to financing your home, there's simply no substitute for experience.
Back to pass. Knight wants to work the sideline, caught by Ivins, who climbs a ladder and comes down with the ball at the Emery 39-yard line.
Yeah, kept his balance. Good catch to go over the top. Ball settled just a little bit, but when you got a big wide receiver, athletic, goes down, pulls it in, and then lands in bounds.
These receivers for San Juan, they're known for their hands of glue. They don't drop too many passes. Ivins with the incredible body control to go up high to grab it. Again, off of the right side, you have to pay attention to Montella. The kid is a stellar athlete. Pass across the middle of the field and a rare incompletion for Knight trying to connect with Ivins on the slant. Ball hits the turf, 2nd down and 10.
Yeah, for Emery, lucky it didn't connect. He catches that slant. He's in the end zone. That's a good play call.
And now this right here is where it gets dangerous for San Juan. 2 in the backfield for Knight. One of them's Neves, the other's Palmer. One on the left, one on the right. Fakes the handoff to Palmer, runs, dump off Neves. He's got open field. He's to the 30, 25, 20. Shoved out of bounds inside the Emery 20 at the 18-yard line. And so now San Juan back in the Emery red zone.
Yeah, Emery's defense went the wrong way. That's what happens when you have 2 in the backfield like that, and then you just jump pass over the top. Athletes making plays.
You have 2 that can throw the football. This time the RPO. Knight keeps it himself. He's got more positive yardage all the way down to the Emery 6-yard line. That's again a 1st down for the Broncos. A 1st and goal to go situation.
San Juan taking advantage of the fumble, the forced fumble, the recovery. Now they're knocking on the door to get the lead.
Emery's going to take a timeout. Coach Famalo wants a breather. You almost have to do that with this San Juan team, right? Give yourself an opportunity to breathe. We're going to keep it here with 11:05 to play in the first half. San Juan looking for their first lead.
They haven't had the lead yet, but right now, Emery's defense a little bit gassed. The first quarter ended at the right time, but you can see that quick tempo. Good timeout by Coach, settle things down.
I don't know if the quarter ended at the right time. We were calling for maybe the last play 2 or 3 times. Then we had a turnover. Couldn't stay in bounds.
Yeah, going back to that turnover still.
Short field for San Juan. I mean, this team will kill you in that realm.
Yeah, that's what Emery's took advantage to. Short field.
Yep.
They went down and scored. Now San Juan, short field, and knocking on the doorstep.
Inside a goal-to-go situation for the Broncos. Snap, handoff, Neves up the middle. Gideon Meekum prevents him from getting into the end zone, but he is taken down at the 2-yard line. Second down and goal to go. I don't believe there's been a negative play on this drive outside of one incomplete pass, and Knight's going to keep the tempo. Gives it back to Neves, and this time he splits the Emery defense, goes right up the gut. He has found the end zone for a third time, and it's 20-14 Broncos.
Yeah, that's easy right there. You got 4 plays from inside the 3. Just run the football. That's what they do on second down. Run the football, get into the end zone for their first lead of the night, 20-14.
PAT attempt to give the Broncos a 7-point lead. Snap is perfect. The kick also perfect. 21-14. Broncos with a lead. Emery will have an opportunity to get back at least even when we return on 107.3 FM and 750 AM.
Imagine stepping foot into your dream home. The scent of fresh paint and the feel of plush carpet under your feet. Hi, this is Greg at the Driggs Mortgage Team. We make that dream come to life with our expert guidance and personalized financing solutions. Now closer to you at our new location in 23 South Carbon Avenue, Suite 21 in Price, because when it comes to financing your home, there's simply no substitute for experience.
The Spartans play here.
Porter Herdsman, number 23. Braxton Butler, number 33. Quade Overson, number 6.
On 107.3 FM and 750 AM KOAL. On 107.3 FM and 750 AM KOAL.
Off the return, reverse, Yost with the ball, out to the 20, past the 25 to the 26-yard line. That Emery special teams likes a little trickery as well. Yost will set up Emery in decent territory to get things moving. I think anything past the 20 is decent field position. They spot it at the 27-yard line. Ball is on the near hash mark. On the radio dial, moving left to right.
Yeah, for Emery, simple. You have to have a long drive on this possession. You got to take time off the clock. You got to give your defense a rest.
Josh Howard playing center for Emery. Snap of the ball with the right hand. Notice the cast on the left. Emery this time, handoff. It's Jackson Johnson. JJ moves forward. Has a gain of 2. Second down and 8. 3 carries for 8 yards so far in the game for JJ.
Just difficult to run. They're so good up front. Anytime you think you got like a little seam that you can slither through, they close that gap quick.
Second down. 8 yards to go for Emery. 10:08 to play in the first half. It's 21-14 San Juan. Enjoying their first advantage of the game. Hard snap, movement. Referees say play on. Quick pass out. Herdsman. He's been very elusive once he hauls in the pass. This time he'll go for a positive gain. He's very close to the first down sticks. I think they have to give him the first down, right? They're not moving the chains yet. Finally they do, so a gain of 8. That's Porter's first catch of the ball game.
Quick out, good blocking, and then you pick up the first down, but obviously San Juan was offsides.
It appeared to be. But this is the tempo that Emery wants to play at. Look at the play clock right now at 14, 9.5 to play here in the first half, giving the defense a little bit of a breather, keeping that high-powered San Juan offense on the sideline. Hand off to Johnson, goes in between the guards. JJ, a positive gain again. He's got 3 yards.
So come on.
Well, they do after JJ picks up 3.
This is the grind-out slow style Emery's got to play with.
Absolutely. When you look at what the Broncos have done so far this season, the amount of points that they have put up, 49 against Kanab, 33 against Juan Diego, 48 against Summit Academy. They already have 21 here in this first half. Under 9 to play in the second. Emery approaching midfield, ball at the 42. Gilbert, quick pass, goes to Butler, and this time the San Juan defense is in on it. Loss of 2 off of the pass.
You're just hoping you spring free off that tackle. They miss the tackle, and you pick up a big chunk, but they're so good in the open field with their tackling. He's right there, wraps him up. To put yourself in a situation where you're not real comfortable at 3rd and 8.
Ball off of the left hash mark for the Spartans. JJ the lone back. 2 wideouts left, 2 to the right. Odd man front for the Broncos. They'll go 3-3.
Middle of the field's going to be open if they can get it there.
Gilbert, long snap count, 6 on the play clock. Finally takes the snap, back to pass. Pocket's clean, wants to go to the outside, and a miscommunication between Gilbert and Mangum. The ball hits the turf. Emery will send the special teams unit out. And now the defense has to come up with a big play. That's back-to-back drives that have stalled out near midfield. Atwood will come out to try to flip field position.
Gilbert thought he was going to cut back in, and he didn't. He stayed to the outside towards the sideline.
Just a 3rd incompletion for Gilbert. 7 of 10 so far, 69 yards in this game. Atwood will punt this away inside his own 30. He'll stand at about the 28-yard line. Back to return, Bethea will go back to his own 30. Low snap, Atwood gets it away. A lot of pressure, but a decent punt. Bethea at the 31-yard line. Now to the 40. Has more daylight past the 45. Flag comes out, and there are 2 flags, one at the 50, one at the 40. Creases have been opened here for the Broncos, but typically due to an illegal play being a hold or a block in the back. And Emery could certainly use a hold back at the 40. Another offensive set near midfield for San Juan could be a disaster for Emery with 7:49 to play in the first half. And again, the Broncos lead 21-14 as their offense is about to come back out on the field. Block in the back, 2 block in the backs. Obviously, you're going to take the one back at the 40-yard line.
This is a chance. You back them up a little bit. But defensively, with 7:49 left, because you elected to take the football first, you can't allow them to score here. And then you have another quick out, and you're looking at a score, and they get the ball back in the 3rd quarter. You have to get them off the field right now.
Well, as fast as San Juan moves, they'll start at their own 31-yard line. You're looking at a 2-for-1 possession-wise right here if Emery's not careful.
This defense could use a turnover in the worst way.
Pressure's been minimal, but Knight gets the ball out so fast that this 3-man Emery front with Abrams on the left side and Mangum on the right has not been able to apply much pressure. Knight takes the snap, hands it off to Neves. He goes around the right side. I thought there was a hold, no flag out. Ball is loose, and it flips right into the hands of a San Juan lineman who is still moving down the field inside the 40, down to the Emery 37-yard line. Oh, my goodness.
They got the ball loose on the turf. They just couldn't pick it up.
Cutler Baker, the senior guard, scarfed that ball up and moved all the way into Emery's 40-yard line to the 38. 7.5 left in the first half. Trips left side. Knight hands it off. It's Palmer once again. Palmer taking some defenders with him. Emery trying to strip the ball to no avail. Palmer's got it out to the 35-yard line on a gain of 4.
Yeah, a missed block in the back on that previous play, and then they fumble, and they can't pick up the ball. Timeout, Emery. That's the last timeout of the half.
Spartans want to take it with 7:11 to play in the opening half. Travis, I want to keep it here because this game has been moving so fast. Coach Famalo elects another timeout, knowing just how important this possession right here is. Already down 21-14. San Juan can flip a game in an instance, and we've seen that tonight. There's a reason why they are the defending champs.
They're a good football team. Well coached, well prepared. And it's a task to come up against this quick offense defensively because they move so quick.
Second down and 7 to be exact now for the Broncos as they ruled that last handoff to Palmer, a gain of 3. Trips right side, one man lining up to the left. Palmer's the lone back for Knight. Takes the snap. Option, pitch out. Palmer, room to run. Down the sideline, shoved out of bounds by Butler. But still a positive pickup. The option, if ran to perfection, one of the most beautiful plays in all of football. And we see why right there. Knight, just an athlete, able to pitch it off to Palmer. Do you stay home? Do you attack? What do you do? Well, when you have the weapons that the Broncos have, makes it very difficult for a defense. Now it's Ivins on a pitch and around. Fakes to the inside, gets to the outside, and right now the Broncos are racking off about 8-9 yards per play.
Yeah, they're slicing and dicing this defense up right now.
6:45 and counting in the first half. Knight moving with such precision right now out of the backfield. Left side, Palmer lines up. Knight wants a touchdown. Goes to the end zone. This one is caught incomplete. So credit Quade Obeson, who plays with the cast on his left hand, able to knock that ball away. So many weapons. And this time it was Owen Adams, the senior, who nearly hauled in what would have been a beautiful grab. 3rd down and 2. You don't see too many drops from the San Juan team.
No, that ball was perfectly placed. What a pretty ball.
This time, Knight with a quick pump fake. Quarterback draw up the middle. He's inside the Emery 5-yard line. Goal-to-go situation now on a fresh set of downs for the Broncos as we hit the 6:20 mark.
Yeah, the depth is coming into play for San Juan.
They have a great group on the sideline. Handoff. It's Palmer into the end zone. Touchdown, Broncos. On a gain of 5. And San Juan continues to move the ball with ease. They've put up 27 first-half points with 6:13 to play in the quarter.
And the last 2 drives have been real simple, nothing fancy, and they're marching right down the field, and they score points in bunches, and they have a bunch of points this first half.
PAT attempt for San Juan to extend this lead. Kick is up, and it is good. 28-14. San Juan has now doubled up the Spartans. Call it a do-or-die possession. It very well may be so when we return on 107.3 FM and 750 AM.
You see your friends with their new travel trailers, four-wheelers, and side-by-sides. They're living the dream, right? Well, it doesn't just have to be a dream. You can start living that same dream life today by starting your new career with GMS Mine Repair and Maintenance. GMS is hiring mechanics, electricians, fabricators, experienced and inexperienced miners. They offer high starting wages, benefits, a 401k, and vacation pay. Local jobs are available. Apply today. Email your resume to kbarker@gmsminerepair.com. The dream can be yours with GMS Mine Repair.
And helper.
Emery High School football on KOAL 107.3 FM and 750 AM.
6:13 left to play in the first half. Broncos set to kick it off to Emery. Spartans need something to try to shift momentum. End-over-end kick. Abrams nearly took one of the house earlier. He's out to the 25-yard line, breaking a couple of tackles past the 30. Hayden has put together a great first half for Emery. Close out to the 35. They rule him at the 34. That's where Emery will set up shop with 6:04 to play in the first half. Needing something on this drive, Travis, to switch the Big Mo.
Emery's had great field position to start drives since the start. But you're right. You have to have points on this drive.
Emery will go 4 wide outs, 2 to the left, 2 to the right. Outside is Yost. JJ's in the backfield. Gavin Bernard in the slot along with Mangum. Johnson moves it to the right side. Motion man is now Mangum. Emery will stack the left. Broncos bring pressure on the outside. Gilbert climbs the pocket, throws a pass to the middle, a little bit of contact, no flag. Ivins, the defender in the vicinity for the Broncos, 2nd down and 10.
Everything's bottled up down the field. It's great coverage. Then you try to fit it right in that window for about a 5-yard gain. Incomplete. Again, the corners are doing a good job for San Juan.
Gilbert made a smart play, managed to avoid contact, stepped up in the pocket, but Ivins was right in the vicinity. San Juan wanting to bring pressure. Once again, Yost will go in motion. Emery gives it to Yost, trying to go to the short side of the field, and there is nothing there. Bethea, who's been all over the field defensively for the Broncos with the stop on a loss of 2. It's 3rd and 12. definitely not on schedule for Emery. This is the type of situation that Coach Flamalo wanted to avoid. Emery has the ball at the 32. They have to get to the 44 to keep things alive.
Yeah, Bethea, the outside linebacker, just comes in and blows up that play. It's been difficult to run the football.
Bernard stays in the slot for Emery. Gilbert takes the knee-high snap, throws it deep, overshoots his intended receiver. Yost nearly came down with it. It would have been a leaping grab as he was trying to come down with that over the top of cover 3, which is typically what San Juan stays in. And now it's 4th down and 12. And watching tape, wondering, will San Juan go press coverage? Now, for the most part, they stay in cover 3. They don't want to get beat deep. They want everything sitting in front of them.
Well, they got beat there. If the pass is just a little bit underneath the throw, he can catch underneath or walk right underneath and catch it.
Atwood gets the end-over-end punt away, but they at the 35 wants to bring it left side now to the 40. Flag out yet again to the 50. On to Emery's side of the field. Another flag comes out. Bethea takes it all the way to the 38-yard line before Yost brings him down to the ground. But we have a flag back at the 41. We have a flag at the Emery 43. Most certainly, this punt will be coming back. And that has been the only blemish for San Juan in this first half. Penalties on returns.
Yeah, the flags are in the same spot as the last punt. The 41 and up here past midfield. So they're going to start back at the 31.
Similar place to where they had to start their last drive. 2 block in the backs. The tempo offense, you know what it reminds me of? Marv Levy's Buffalo Bills. They just went high tempo. They were going to outpace teams. They had a leader in Jim Kelly that could do it to perfection. That's what you see from the San Juan team. 4 wideouts, 1 man in the backfield. It's Palmer, lines up left side of Knight. Under 5, quick pass. Ivins, 35-yard line, just shy of the 40, shoved out of bounds, although spot him directly at the 40. And so a gain of 8 on first down, 2nd and 2 with 4:51 to play in the first half. San Juan up 28-14. And they get the ball to start the second half. Possibility of double dipping. Neves, right side, wants the edge, shifts back in, close to midfield. He picks up the first, dives past the Emery 40, or past his own 45 to the 47-yard line.
Emery subbing as much as they can to keep fresh bodies in. They're just difficult to do at this tempo.
1st and 10. Knight back to pass. He wants it all this time. Goes over the top of the Emery defense, and a flag will come out. Flags all over the place. I don't know if that ball was going to be catchable. Jackson Johnson is the guilty party. There was a lot of contact downfield, and the Broncos are about to get a free 15 yards.
Looks like they just got tangled up prior to what Emery had in the first quarter.
That'll take San Juan to the Emery 38-yard line. That's a big penalty.
The old rule in the NFL, though, Jordan, every ball's catchable.
Yeah. Yeah, and rightfully so. I mean, we talked about this last week. A ball's only uncatchable if you impede a wide receiver to try to make a play on the ball, right? That's the way I've always felt.
Yeah, I just think that's just 2 guys running down the field. You got tangled up. Me, personally, I'm not throwing the flag on that.
1st and 10. Last thing San Juan needs is a little help because they are just marching down Emery's throat right now. Neves takes it, splits 2 defenders, and he will get into the end zone. This high-powered offense continues to strike a 38-yard run. And with 4:25 to play in the first half, it's 34-14. San Juan making a statement at Emery High School.
They score points, and they score points
They score
quickly.
fast. A moment ago, I was talking about double dipping. Well, if Emery goes 3 and out, San Juan's going to get the ball back with plenty of time. Remember, Emery doesn't have any timeouts left in this first half. And this is exactly what the Spartans wanted to try to avoid. You fall down in a hole like this against San Juan, you might be in trouble. All the talk about the San Juan offense, it's all justified, right? This is a solid unit. But, Travis, we also don't talk about the San Juan defense enough.
Yeah, they've held their own 14 points. They have done a good job in this first half, but the offense gets all the spotlight, but the defense has come to play.
Well, 14 points for Emery, but they've come on short fields. Broncos to attempt the PAT to make it a 3-touchdown lead with 4:25 to play in the first half. Clean snap, clean hold, kick is a line driver, and it is right up the gut. 35-14, 4:25 to play in the first half. Emery will have a chance to answer when we return.
My son and daughter both play sports, a lot of sports, and with that can come injuries, bruises, sprains, and unfortunately breaks. That's why we use Eastern Utah Imaging. They're a convenient and local option for imaging and an important part of a student-athlete's team.
Eastern Utah Imaging for high-quality, affordable MRI and X-ray services. Many quick scans take 30 minutes or less. You can call for an appointment or ask your doctor to refer you to Eastern Utah Imaging, North Fairgrounds Road in Price. Call 636 X-ray. That's 636-9729.
The Spartans play here.
Hayden Abrams, number 3. Caleb O'Neill, number 58. Deacon Mangum, number 12.
On 107.3 FM and 750 AM KO.
Emery ball with 4:25 off the kickoff. Picked up by Mangum off of a bounce to the 20, shoved out of bounds at the 23-yard line. Flag comes out. That might be a late hit. And if you're Emery, that would be well welcomed because get the ball out of the 38-yard line. Let's see what the official rule is. I couldn't see, honestly, Travis. My vision was blocked on the sideline. Let's see, a personal foul, horse collar is what they will call, against San Juan. And so a 15-yard penalty from where Mangum went out of bounds. So Emery will have it at the 36 as he was knocked out of bounds at the 21.
Yeah, for Emery, 4:21 left. See if you can go into the half, putting up 7 points.
The only blemish for San Juan in this first half has been penalties. That is it. Other than that, they have played a near-perfect game. Special teams, not great early on, but they have settled in. This has been a clinic so far with 4:21 to play in the first half. Gilbert out of the shotgun set. He's going to go 4 wideouts, 2 on each side, 1 man in the backfield. Odd man front now for the Broncos. Cover 3 again deep, dump-off pass. This time it's Butler. Flags come out. Positive gain for Emery. Butler with a gain of 4. And you're calling a personal foul against San Juan. And that's exactly what it will be. So tack on another 15 as Gilbert completes the pass to Butler, who has 2 catches for 2 yards. He was negative for a moment. I believe we have an injured Bronco down on the far sideline.
Yeah, penalties. That's one blemish for San Juan.
The only thing that Coach Christensen would want to clean up for the Broncos. Penalties. Mark it off. Emery will have the ball now on the Broncos side of the field. Been a while since we've been in plus territory, Travis, but now an opportunity with 4:13 to play in the first half to get some points. Ball at the 46. A touchdown here would put Emery back in the game. I know it's daunting to look up and see that San Juan has put up 35 points, but remember, the defense did come up with a couple of big stops. They forced 2 turnovers on downs early on in the first quarter.
Yeah, they forced a fumble, just couldn't pounce on the football.
3 wideouts to the right, 1 to the left. Handoff, it's JJ, nowhere to go. Palmer is in the backfield and comes up with a big tackle, loss of 2.
Every time you think you're going to spring out of that tackle, they don't let you out.
Well, San Juan has done a terrific job of forcing Emery to become one-dimensional. And because of that, Coach Chris Justice, the offensive coordinator for Emery, is going to have to use the passing game as an extension of the run because there is nothing there. And this time, Emery will go 5 wide. 3 right, 2 left. Odd man front again for the Broncos. Gilbert looking, takes the snap, quick pass. This one to Herdsman. Ball bounces off his helmet into the air, and it falls down to the ground. Ivins was there nearly, had a play on it. Boy, when that ball bounces off a shoulder pad or a helmet, it floats in the air for what seems like an eternity. And fortunately for Emery, it's incomplete. However, unfortunately, we're looking at 3rd and 11, not on schedule. If you can get half of that back on this play, it may be 4-down territory for Coach Famalo with 3:25 to play in the second.
That ball right there, just a little bit high, and it goes off the shoulder pad like you talked about, and that ball seemed like it was in the air for an awful long time. Man.
3rd down, 11. Emery needs something here.
You need 5 or 6 yards on this play.
Butler will motion just a tad bit further out to the left. Gilbert throws. Gilbert into coverage. Incomplete, intended for Herdsman. Knocked away, but that was great defense once again by this Broncos secondary. They're ball hawks, Travis.
They're good. They jam you at the line. They're great in coverage. They don't allow any windows to get the ball through.
4th down and 11, and the special teams unit will come back out. With 3:20 to play in the first half, we talked about San Juan double dipping. Like I said, they may get another possession. They have all 3 timeouts and 3:20 left to play in the first half.
The way they move the ball and the way the defense is playing, they might get 2 possessions in the next 3 minutes.
This is an offense that moves with some ferocity. High end over end punt for Atwood. It takes an Emery bounce at the 19. Still rolling inside the 15 down to the 10-yard line. That is Atwood's best punt of the season, no doubt. Backs up the Broncos inside their own 11 to the 10-yard line. Now the question is, can the defense rise and force something? Just keep San Juan out of the end zone in the final 3 minutes. First and 10. Ball on the far right hash mark for the Broncos. Knight has Neves with him in the backfield. Trips left side, one wide out to the right. Emery odd man front, looking as if they'll bring pressure on the left side. Why not? Quick pass, wide receiver screen set up. And this will go for positive yardage again, past the 20. Still on his feet, 25. Close to the 35-yard line and shoved out of bounds. Beyond the 35 to the 37-yard line. Once again, it's just a group of ball carriers. That time it's Adams, Travis, who's making defenders miss.
They're so good after the catch, yards after the catch.
The yak yards.
And Emery has to do a better job in that category, just wrapping them up. Initially, they can't.
Clock is moving, chain set. Knight to pass. Knight is looking. Fires, intermediate, goes to Adams once again, close to the 50-yard line. 2 Emery defenders finally drag him out of bounds. That time, Gideon Meekum and Deacon Mangum had to team up, and we have a personal foul, a roughing the passer against Emery. So tack on another 15 yards for the Broncos, exactly what they do not need. Owen Adams, the senior, is putting together a drive of his own off of the outside.
That penalty hurts. Hit the quarterback late. They're already on Emery's side of things now with 2:42 left.
21-point lead for the Broncos, who trailed at one time 14-7. They rallied off 28 unanswered. Looking to make it 35 unanswered. And they get the ball to start the second half. Could be looking at the mercy rule early on unless the Emery defense tightens up. 3 on the defensive front. Back to pass, Knight once again, clean pocket, wants it all, goes to the corner of the end zone. Is it caught? Yes, it is. Touchdown. Absolutely incredible offensive performance in this first half for the Broncos. That time a strike from 39 yards out in the air.
You can see that play develop from here, Jordan. One-on-one to the outside. It's hit the quarterback and put the ball right in the spot. Drops it in the bucket for 6. Perfect pass. Even a better catch to go up into traffic and come down with it.
I've been telling you, Montella all game long, an athlete, and that time he comes up with a huge grab of the corner of the end zone. The PAT is up, and it's no good as it hits the upright. 2:31 to play in the first half. Damage done. San Juan 41, Emery 14. We'll pause for 30 seconds. Spartan ball when we return.
Discover the difference experience makes at Mr. Automotive in Huntington. With over 30 years dedicated to matching the perfect vehicle with the right person in Castle Country, we know a thing or two about cars and about saving you money. Thanks to our low overhead, we're able to pass incredible savings directly on to you. Drive away happy with a deal as reliable as our service. Visit Mr. Automotive today, where experience means savings and you meet your new car.
Emery High School football on KOAL 107.3 FM and 750 AM. KOAL.
San Juan to kick off to Emery. 2:31 to play in the first half of the Broncos, putting on a clinic. 41-14 lead over the Spartans. Hayden Abrams on the return. Abrams gets it out to the 25, past the 30, up to the 31-yard line, and that's where Emery will set up shop.
You talked about on the last possession for Emery, and we talk about San Juan getting the ball back. 2:23 is an eternity for the San Juan Broncos.
It really is. A team that has put up loads of points so far this season.
And a team that has struggled to move the football on their last 4 or 5 drives. No timeouts left for Emery. San Juan's got a couple left.
I believe they have all 3 left. Trips left side. Gilbert, low snap, able to corral it. Quick pass through the hands of Porter Herdsman. Incomplete.
And those are the plays that hurt. First down catch, you're going to go out of bounds. You pick up 5-6 yards. Instead, you're 2nd and 10, and the clock stops.
Second and 10, Emery at their own 31. 2:20 left to play in the first half. So 34 unanswered points for the Broncos. 34. And it happened in a hurry. Quick pitch. Yost wants to go left side, and he is tackled in the backfield. Knight is able to sneak back. He had help from Ivins. And San Juan, I believe, just took a timeout. They did.
There's no lanes to run the football. They're trying to get those quick pitches to the outside where you're getting down the sideline, but they're closing the gap. They're not allowing the lanes. Now it's 3rd and long.
Emery has not been able to run the football in this game. Timeout San Juan. We'll keep it here with 2:11 to play in the first half. They have not been able to run the football. And that's not a good thing because you want to control the clock to keep this high-powered San Juan offense on the sideline. But I will tell you, when you watch the way the Broncos operate, it is a thing of beauty.
It's a machine, a
it is.
high-powered machine. From everything they do on the sidelines.
It was not hyperbole during the pregame show when we talked about trying to slay the giant. That's what the Broncos are, a giant.
A lot of teams tried, and a lot of teams fell.
Well, the closest was Emery in the state championship or state tournament semifinal 2 years ago.
Nope.
That's as close as anyone has gotten.
Just keep going back to that 4th down play. Emery gets to stop there.
They might win that game.
They probably win the game, and they beat Beaver.
More than likely. I'd like to think so. As a Spartan homer. 2:11 to play in the first half. Gilbert goes back out of the shotgun, trips left side. Broncos with a 3-man front. They bring pressure. Deep pass. Porter Herdsman's there. He's got it into San Juan territory to the 35-yard line.
It's a great route. It's an up and go. You got one-on-one coverage. You beat the coverage. Pitch and catch. First down.
37-yard pickup. Herdsman now with 45 yards receiving on the evening. Gilbert has thrown for 110. And now the Emery offense trying to move. They have the ball at the 35. Herdsman's going to go in motion right to left. Gilbert rolls out left side. Under pressure. He's sacked. Ball nearly came out.
Too many white jerseys coming through. Not enough black jerseys to block up front.
Trevin goes down at the 44-yard line. A loss of 9 on the sack.
Yeah, he never felt the pressure coming from that backside. His body's turned, and they send 2 from the outside.
Now, San Juan did not take a timeout. I would expect Emery to try to move the ball through the air. And if it's incomplete or complete for a short pickup, curious to see if the Broncos start using the timeouts once again. 70 seconds left in the first half. Gilbert, waist-high snap, quick pass, right side. Hayden Abrams gets back to the original stick and finally brought down inbounds just a yard inside, so a gain of 10. And there's the San Juan timeout.
San Juan should have called that timeout a lot quicker. And now 3rd and 9, 54 seconds left. For Emery, decisions. Don't want an incomplete pass.
No.
You run the football, you kill a couple seconds off the clock, they burn that final timeout. That's what you want to happen.
Would prefer 6. Any which way we can get it right now to stop the bleeding.
I just think you have to take a shot to the end zone
I
here.
agree. Yeah, I agree. We know Trev can do it. Went over the top a few moments ago, connected on the longest play from scrimmage on a 37-yard strike to Porter Herdsman. Porter with 45 yards receiving, Hayden Abrams with 59. Johnson lines up in the backfield with Trevin out of the timeout. Trips right side. Broncos bring pressure, rushing 5. Trying to dump off. It's intercepted by Ivins at the 30. He comes down with it with one arm and then takes it back to the San Juan 33. What a play by Ivins on the INT.
Yeah, their corners are very good. He read that one perfectly, just steps up in front and picks the play off. And 45 seconds with one timeout left.
Second turnover of the ball game for Emery. The second was on a fumble. That's the first time that Gilbert has been picked off in this outing. He's thrown the ball 17 times against an active secondary that stays at a cover 3. Shotgun set, trips right side. Back to pass. Knight wants it, dump off, goes to Neves, and he's got Green and a wall in front of him to the 40, 45, 50, into Emery's secondary. No one's going to catch Neves. He's going to take it the distance. Touchdown, San Juan. A quick strike.
Screen. Everybody can see that screen developing, just takes his time, lets the defender come in, and then a little dump off pass. Speed the other way, athletes the other way. And we talked about how much time was left on the clock. They didn't need it.
67 yards in one play with 29 seconds to go in the first half. And it's 47-14. Extra point attempt here for the Broncos to extend the lead to 34. And the kick sneaks through the uprights.
Well, we talked about that 3-minute mark, and we were like, all right, they're going to get the ball back. And
3 times.
Yeah, and there we go. I said they probably get 2 more possessions out of it and score.
They have put on a show on the road. 48-14. The score of this game was 14-7 Emery with 3:01 to play in the first quarter. Emery led 14-7. It was 14-14 at the end of the first quarter. 34 points for the Broncos in this period alone. And that has quieted this Emery crowd substantially, Travis. It was a rowdy environment, number 1 versus number 2. Well, number 2 has come out and made a statement. End over end kick. Abrams gets it out to the 15, now to the 20, looking for a crease. There is nothing there. San Juan right now in their element with 22 ticks to play in the first half. If there were any doubts as to who the top dog was, remember San Juan dropped their first game of the season to Grantsville. They've won their last 4. Both of these teams are sitting 4-1 on the season. Well, the Broncos have said, yeah, we're still top dog.
Still our region. We're still the top dog.
Still our classification.
Yep. Until somebody knocks us off.
Gilbert will go to the shotgun. 3 wideouts left side, 1 to the right for Emery. Broncos will rush 3, showing pressure off the left side. They'll bring it. Handoff, Jackson Johnson. A little bit of room to run. JJ with a gain of 4 yards.
First time tonight he had a little crease.
And that will take us to the end of the first half. Emery will get set to kick this ball back to San Juan, but right now, just an overall clinic, as the Broncos will roll 48-14 into the break.
That was an absolute clinic like you talked about in that second quarter by this San Juan offense.
We'll talk about it when we return. Straight ahead, the halftime report brought to you by Castle Valley Orthodontics and Dr. Kelly. You can give them a phone call today for a free consultation on a smile that'll last a lifetime. You'll never forget the number. It's 637-2222. Dr. Kelly at Castle Valley Orthodontics will bring you the halftime report when we return on KOAL 107.3 FM, 750 AM, and also live on our YouTube channel, Castle Country Radio, Emery.
Hi, I'm Dr. Daniel Kelly, owner of Castle Valley Orthodontics. What's keeping you from having a perfect smile? We understand what you want from a local orthodontist. And here at Castle Valley Orthodontics, you'll be treated like family. Call Castle Valley Orthodontics at 637-2222 for a free consultation.
At Oliver Law, we specialize in criminal defense and DUI. Everyone needs to know their rights. Let us guide you through the criminal justice minefield. At Oliver Law, we still believe in innocent until proven guilty.
At San Rafael Health, they believe everyone deserves compassionate and dedicated care. Whether you're looking for a place for mom, dad, or any loved one, the doors are open. San Rafael Health accepts private pay, Medicaid, Medicare, and commercial insurance, ensuring quality health care is accessible for all. Let the family at San Rafael Health take care of your family. Call today at 384-2301 and let San Rafael Health provide the care your loved ones deserve.
Transform your space with Spectrum Paint featuring PPG paint, the ideal choice for any home project. Imagine a kaleidoscope of colors at your fingertips, from soothing pastels to vibrant primaries. Whether revamping a room or adding character to your exteriors, Spectrum Paint makes every brush stroke count. Dive into...
Looking to transform your space? At 123 Remodeling, we specialize in bringing your vision to life. From electrical upgrades to seamless drywall finishes and expert garage door installations, we handle it all with precision and care right here in Carbon and Emery County. Trust the local experts at 123 Remodeling. Call us today at 630-2215.
At A Perfect Smile, they specialize in transforming your smile with precision and care. From porcelain veneers and dental implants to orthodontics, crowns, and bridges, their expertise covers every aspect of general and cosmetic dentistry. Dr. Jackson and his team are here to address even the most challenging dental concerns, helping you achieve a smile you'll love. Ready for a smile makeover? Call A Perfect Smile today, 637-2100, to schedule an appointment.
Looking for financial solutions? At Cache Valley Bank, they're here to help. Whether you need commercial loans, mortgages, or expert financial advising, they've got you covered. Visit them today on the corner of First West and Main Street. Cache Valley Bank, your partner in financial success.
Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Hi, I'm Dr. Daniel Kelly, owner of Castle Valley Orthodontics. What's keeping you from having a perfect smile? We understand what you want from a local orthodontist. And here at Castle Valley Orthodontics, you'll be treated like family. Call Castle Valley Orthodontics at 637-2222 for a free consultation.
Emery High School football on KOAL 107.3 FM and 750 AM.
It's halftime here at Emery High School, and it is all San Juan. Started off promising. Emery, proven to be a game opponent. They led 14-7 with 3 minutes to play in the first quarter, but then Travis has been all San Juan since, and they have scored in a blur. And I don't think it's an indictment on this Emery team at all. I'm just telling you, if you've never seen the San Juan team live and in color, it is a well-oiled machine. It is a bang, bang, bang type of offense. It's entertaining to watch. They're good. It's really that simple.
Yeah, they've done this to every team after that loss, is score points in bunches.
Yep, that's what they do.
In that second quarter, that was an absolute machine at its finest, scoring 48 points in that first half.
They scored 34 in the second quarter.
34 alone in the second, 48 overall. And Emery led this game at one point. You look up and you're like, what happened? Well, San Juan's good. They get good blocking up front. Their offensive line's good. They've got athletes everywhere. At the quarterback spot, running back can run the football. They're opening up lanes, which then opens up their passing attack. And that was a clinic. That was, if you're a San Juan fan, that was fun to watch. If you're Emery, not so much.
Well, I think this San Juan team provides a lot of entertainment based off of the idea that they can score. If you love offensive football, I mean, this is a team that can really score in a hurry. Let's take a look at the way things went down. So we'll start. Hayden Abrams. He started things off in a hurry. He took the opening kickoff all the way down to the 10-yard line. Emery scored on a 5-yard touchdown pass. That was Gilbert to Abrams. 25 seconds into this game, it's 7-0 Emery. You got to feel good about the way things started.
Yeah, early fireworks for Emery. They marched right down the field with the opening kick and then punch it in a couple plays later into the end zone for the lead.
Now, immediately, San Juan answered. Neves goes 90 yards on a kick return. It's 7-7, and it's 11:19 to play in the opening quarter. And I said it was very reminiscent of that state tournament game just a couple of seasons ago. It was bang, bang, bang. Remember, Emery scored on the first play of that game, right? It kind of reminded me of that. I thought, okay, we're going to have a little bit of a battle. Then, Gilbert Abrams, 33 yards, touchdown Emery. It's 14-7 with 3:01 to play in the first quarter. The Emery defense at that particular time had stopped San Juan twice on fourth down attempts. 14-7 Emery. Need to get a stop, need to control some clock a little bit. No chance. San Juan takes the ball. They score in less than 2 minutes of gameplay to make it 14-14.
Yeah, the defense comes up. They get a couple stops. They should have had the fumble recovery. They would have had a third stop. That ball just bounced perfectly. And San Juan picks it up. They march right down the field and score. So the defense gave themselves a chance there with the stops. Emery's offense did take advantage of the one, but when you're up against it a little bit defensively in your gas, and they've got a bunch of football players over there, and you got guys playing two ways, and they don't, they're going to be fresher, and I think they took advantage that way.
Then we go to the second quarter. It's 14-14 at the end of one. San Juan scores with 10:43 to play in the second. They take their first lead 21-14. And there's still no run. There should be no panic, right? I mean, Emery is still doing what they want to do, only down 7. You keep it a 1 or 2 score game, you're in okay shape. You can live with that touchdown. It comes on a 2-yard run. Neves finds pay dirt, 21-14. No need to panic at that particular time.
No, you don't have to panic. And for Emery, I thought that they didn't panic. They tried to run their offense, but it's so hard to run on this team. It really just throws everything they want to do offensively out of whack when they can't run the football how they want to run the football.
And then 28-14, about 4 minutes of game time later, Palmer on a 5-yard touchdown run makes it 28-14. Less than 2 minutes of game time later, Neves on a 38-yard touchdown run makes it 35-14. Less than 2 minutes of game time later, Knight to Montella, big pass play over the top of the defense, beautiful grab, 41-14, missed extra point. And then about 2 minutes of game time later, Knight to Neves on a 67-yard touchdown, 48-14. That's how we got to this point.
That touchdown pass was a bomb right to the corner pylon of the S in the back of the end zone.
That was beautiful.
Perfect placed ball, right where only the wide receiver is going to go up, made the play. And he went up. It was great defense, too. I mean, he was right there, and he goes over the top, makes the catch. And the other one's a screenplay, a little dump off, and Emery's defense was out of sorts. And you could see that screen developing from our point of view, and you just thought right when he caught it, uh-oh.
Well, here's the thing. I think you hit the nail right on the head. I don't think it's been bad defense from Emery in this game. I really, truly don't. That's not me looking at the glass half full. That's saying good defense, better offense. And we've seen that time and time again tonight.
Yeah, I'm with you. It's just better offense. They're a very difficult team to prepare for.
And that's how we get to 48-14. Let's take a look at some of the first half stats for the Spartans. Trevin Gilbert, the first half, he does have one interception, but for the most part, he's been efficient. I mean, he's thrown the ball 17 times. Trev, out of those 17 times, has 10 completions for 119 yards and a touchdown.
Yeah, I thought Trev did a good job controlling what he can control, but San Juan, they're jamming the wide receivers. They're not allowing those lanes. Did have that one long pass right before we went to the half. That was a perfect play. I think Emery has to have more of those chunk plays.
I take that back. 2 touchdowns, because he also connected on a 33-yard touchdown pass to Abrams, which at one particular time, that was the longest play of the game. That was his 5th completion of the game. He did have a deeper completion to Porter Herdsman for 37 yards. And so 2 touchdowns, 1 pick for Gilbert in the first half. If you'd have given me that statistic alone, I'd have said, hey, we'll take that, right? I mean, it's an efficient game for Trev, even though San Juan's been aggressive. They've tried to apply the pressure and get after him.
Yeah, what San Juan did was just take away the run game. They knew that Emery wanted to control things with the clock, and not only that, their offense by running the football, and they're just putting guys in the box, and they're going to make Emery throw the football around. They're not going to allow you to run the football and control things that way. So they took the controllable things that Emery wants, they took that away.
As we get ready for the second half, remember San Juan will get the ball. Emery elected to take the ball early, and I agreed with that. Let's try to set tempo. And it couldn't have worked out any better for the Spartans because they had a very short drive. They managed to score quickly.
They had the lead.
They had the lead, right? So it worked. But now San Juan is a score away from putting in the mercy rule. So if you are Coach Famala, what do you tell your team at this stage in the locker room?
Fight. Don't quit. Let's go out and play our style of football. But you can't quit. You can't come out. You can't mope. You can't hang your head. Because you got a lot to play for this season still. This is just one game, and we talk about the hurdles and how the season plays out. You're going to have games like this where you're going to get your butt kicked, and there's going to be games where you kick somebody's butt. It happens. It's a long season.
Yeah, it definitely is, and we are at that midway point right now, getting ready for the bye week next week, but there is still some football left to be played. We're about 3 minutes away from starting the second half here on the Castle Valley Orthodontics Halftime Report, again brought to you by Dr. Callie. The number, 637-2222. Free consultation for braces. You can give Dr. Callie and Castle Valley Orthodontics a call on a smile that'll last a lifetime. We'll send it back to the studio. Second half is coming up. San Juan 48, Emery 14.
Hi, I'm Dr. Daniel Kelly, owner of Castle Valley Orthodontics. What's keeping you from having a perfect smile? We understand what you want from a local orthodontist. And here at Castle Valley Orthodontics, you'll be treated like family. Call Castle Valley Orthodontics at 637-2222 for a free consultation.
Transform your space with Spectrum Paint featuring PPG paint, the ideal choice for any home project. Imagine a kaleidoscope of colors at your fingertips, from soothing pastels to vibrant primaries. Whether revamping a room or adding character to your exteriors, Spectrum Paint makes every brush stroke count. Dive into a spectrum where quality meets creativity and paint your world with us. Visit Spectrum Paint to find the perfect shade for your home today.
At San Rafael Health, they believe everyone deserves compassionate and dedicated care. Whether you're looking for a place for mom, dad, or any loved one, the doors are open. San Rafael Health accepts private pay, Medicaid, Medicare, and commercial insurance, ensuring quality health care is accessible for all. Let the family at San Rafael Health take care of your family. Call today at 384-2301 and let San Rafael Health provide the care your loved ones deserve.
At Oliver Law, we specialize in criminal defense and DUI. Everyone needs to know their rights. Let us guide you through the criminal justice minefield. At Oliver Law, we still believe in innocent until proven guilty.
The Spartans play here.
Porter Herdsman, number 23. Braxton Butler, number 33. Quade Ovison, number 6.
On 107.3 FM and 750 AM KOAL.
Imagine a kaleidoscope of colors at your fingertips, from soothing pastels to vibrant primaries. Whether revamping a room or adding character to your exteriors, Spectrum Paint makes every brush stroke count. Dive into a spectrum where quality meets creativity and paint your world with us. Visit Spectrum Paint to find the perfect shade for your home today.
Move that. Emery High School football on KOAL 107.3 FM and 750 AM.
Second half just about to begin here on 107.3 FM, 750 AM. Jordan Buscarini alongside Travis Anderson. Score right now, all San Juan in this one, 48-14 of the Broncos. put up any type of score on this opening drive, including a field goal, the mercy rule will be in effect. Atwood tees it up from the 40, and we are just about underway. Atwood gets his running start, puts his leg into it. It's an end-over-end kick, and the Broncos will return it from the 10-yard line. Fake reverse. Neves with the ball to the 15, now to the 20. Flag comes out again. Neves down the sideline. He was one step away from taking it to the house. But again, penalty against San Juan. The only thing you could complain about in this game if you're a San Juan Bronco fan, they haven't played clean on special teams.
Yeah, they've had a bunch of those illegal blocks in the back. Not only on the kick returns, but also in their passing game. I think that's one thing later on in the year, once we get the playoffs, that these penalties that they commit, those things linger, could cost them a game.
It could. It could.
Now, hasn't seemed like it tonight, the way they move the football, no matter where they at on the field.
For first and 15, first and 20, second and long. I mean, they've been able to move with such precision. Knight with a dump off. And the Emery defense that time able to sniff out. Looked like a wide receiver screen out to the 11-yard line, so a loss of 1 to set up second and 11.
Yeah, he cut it the wrong way. If he cuts back to the outside, there's nobody out to the outside. Instead, he tries to slither back towards the in, and that's where it's bottled up.
Here comes the tempo once again for the Broncos. Knight. He's going to try to test the waters, goes out to the sideline, and that is caught. A diving grab.
That's a difficult throw.
Oh,
that's
my gosh.
Across the body to the opposite side.
That's Jevin Montella. Montella is such a good athlete that I don't believe gets enough credit because of all the athletes on this San Juan team.
Lost in the shuffle.
Helmet eye snap for Knight. Wants to test it again. Has an open man. Right now, they're like mad scientists, finding their areas of green all over. Ivins is able to take it into Emery territory just that fast.
Well, the mad scientists are cooking right now.
Oh, buddy. The idea on the X's and O's, and it also matters, right, the athletes that you have. But they find ways to get open.
Well, they run smart routes.
They do. Handoff. Palmer has room to run once again. First down and more inside the Emery 30 up to the 26-yard line.
And then what happens when you don't want to throw the football? You just give it to your power back and let him bruise his way up for a first down.
That's what makes it so difficult to defend, as the Broncos are already approaching the Emery red zone. A minute 15 into this drive.
Yeah, they just wear you down.
Here's a little razzle-dazzle, and this will go for a positive gain inside the 20. Little reverse to Branton Bethea, the senior.
Even when it's supposed to be a loss, it's a positive.
Yeah. And it is not an indictment on this Emery team. The San Juan Broncos are just playing at another level. Palmer will line up to the right of Knight. Trips right side. One wide out to the left. Little play action. Quick pass. Montella hit by Herdsman. Porter with a big-time pop jars the ball loose. Incomplete. Third down. And 4 for the Broncos.
Yeah, ball's off target. A little behind the receiver. And as he reaches back, he gets popped.
This time, trying to keep it up the gut. Positive gain inside the 10 up to the 6. So that's a 14-yard run for Knight going right up the middle.
Yeah, the fake throw to the outside, so you creep up a little bit, and then he just tucks and picks up the first down. 4 down territory for San Juan. 3rd down and 4. 1st and goal.
Looking to add to this incredible lead that they have built. Handoff to Palmer. Palmer grabbed by O'Neal, preventing Palmer from getting into the end zone. He gets up to the 4-yard line.
Yeah, San Juan coming in this game, I think maybe they felt disrespected. They weren't won. So they're coming in here, and they're putting on a show.
Now, margin of victory does not play a factor in the RPI. It is winning percentage, opponent's winning percentage, opponent's winning percentage. And there is a large gap between number 1 and number 2. Or, excuse me, number 2 and number 3, rather. Knight, quick pass, slant to the end zone. Caught, touchdown, San Juan. Ivins goes down and grabs it. I couldn't tell if it hit the turf. It did not, and it's now 54-14 on a 4-yard touchdown pass.
Yeah, just difficult for Emery tonight. Stuck in quicksand all night long.
PAT attempt. It's up, and it is good. Makes it 55-14. So the mercy rule will now be in play. We'll keep it here as Emery gets set to take the ball, but the clock is going to move, and the only way the clock gets out of the mercy rule is if you get it down to 21 points. And at 41, it's even more difficult.
Yeah, for the Spartans now, just try to get through this game healthy, get into your bye week, regroup, because the back end of your schedule, those are 3 winnable games for Emery.
No question. No question.
2 road tests, 1 home game left.
Yeah, we only have 3 games remaining on the schedule.
Season's already
It's on the back half.
gone.
Bye week next week. And then home away will alternate.
Yeah, football season moves quick.
We'll go out south Sevier, home against Grand, finish on the road against Delta.
Grand game on a Thursday now.
Yep, October 10th, correct?
And then, yeah, you end things with Delta. They're a little bit down.
Comes the kick from the Broncos. Line driver Abrams grabs it at the 7. Abrams to the 10. Trying to reverse field, gets out to the 12-yard line. Excellent kickoff coverage by the Broncos.
And you were talking about the RPI and that gap, even with this loss coming tonight for Emery. They went out. I don't think teams 3, 4, and 5 are going to catch either one of these two.
I don't think so. The gap was really big. And again, there is no margin of victory.
So, yeah, you're going to be 1 or 2 going into
You would think, especially if you take care of business the final 3 games. 8:55 and counting. Gilbert will go into the shotgun. The run to the left side. And J.J. Jackson Johnson picks up 4 yards to set up, 5 yards rather, to set up 2nd and 5.
This second half is going to move quick.
4 wide out set. Back to pass. Quick out. Abrams. Abrams has it to the 25. Hayden moving up the sideline as a first down. Emery takes it past the 25-yard line up to the 28, and that'll move the sticks.
And you just want to see positive things. Moving the football. That's 2 back-to-back plays where you pick up a first down off the run and then the quick out.
Now again, that clock is going to continue to move. Shotgun for Gilbert. Hand off again to JJ. And Ivins is there to wrap him up at the 30-yard line, but JJ does pick up 2. Sets up 2nd down and 8. Johnson just 20 yards on the ground in this game on 8 attempts. See how amazingly fast that clock moves on the mercy rule.
Just not a lot of room to run the football in this team.
Nope. 2nd down and 8. 7:09. Back to pass. It's Gilbert. Dump off. Goes to Braxton Butler. Butler at the 35. Butler tries to find the corner. Up at the 40. Takes a hard pop, but did pick up the first down.
So Emery uses the screen play. Butler uses his speed. Picks up the first down. Then knew he's going to take a pop at the end. Took it like a champ and held on. First down.
Been a gamer all season. 1st and 10. Ball at the 40 on the far right hash mark. We're down to 6:42 to play here in the third quarter. 55-14, San Juan with a lead. Gilbert will go empty backfield. 3 on the right, 2 on the left. 3-man rush for the Broncos. They'll bring 2 linebackers up. Quick pass. Hit Hayden Abrams in the hands, and he dropped it. And now there is some testiness going on. Flags come out all the way around. And It's going to go against Hayden Abrams. I don't think there's any doubt. Abrams did not have the ball and was thrown down to the ground, and that's what upset him. Now, in the same instance, I'm not quite sure on the other side of the ball that San Juan was aware that Abrams didn't have it. And that's what the referees have got to talk about.
San Juan thought he made the catch, so they're playing through it. You can't throw a flag there. That's not
either which way.
Yeah, either which way. That's not a flag.
Let's see what the rule is here. I'm kind of curious. I think it's been a well-officiated game tonight.
It's been great.
Personal foul against Emery. And that will be the ruling. So Abrams is called for the personal foul.
It's always the second guy, right, that gets caught. First guy throws him down. Second guy kind of shoves him.
That's typically the way it works.
Second guy got caught.
Handoff up the gut. Emery backed up on 2nd and 15. And JJ picks up maybe a yard to make it, 2nd down and 25. And now it's 3rd down and 24. Tough sledding for the Emery offense. This time they'll split the wideouts, 2 on the left, 2 on the right. Back to pass. Gilbert tries to drop it in the middle, throwing to a zone. It's incomplete. Yost would have been the intended receiver. And now the Emery special teams will come out to punt the football away.
He got bunched up there as he tried to get out of his route, and the ball incomplete.
Back to return is Bethea for the Broncos as the clock continues to move off of the incomplete pass.
Jaden's did a good job tonight punting the football away.
Flip field position a couple of times. Right as you say that, San Juan does get a piece of it, so a block. They've tested it a couple of times. This one will float to the Emery 35-yard line.
It's my bad. Jinxed it.
Well, there's no wood here in this broadcast booth, so...
But a couple times tonight, though, that they got in there and Jaden's got away. That time just got their finger on it.
So now the Broncos will take over at their own 35. We do have an injured Spartan down on the ground. We'll pause for a quick commercial break, but it's San Juan football when we return on 107.3 FM, 750 AM, and our YouTube channel, Castle Country Radio Emery.
Discover the difference experience makes at Mr. Automotive in Huntington. With over 30 years dedicated to matching the perfect vehicle with the right person in Castle Country, we know a thing or two about cars and about saving you money. Thanks to our low overhead, we're able to pass incredible savings directly on to you. Drive away happy with a deal as reliable as our service. Visit Mr. Automotive today, where experience means savings and you meet your new car.
At Landon's Diesel, they understand the heartbeat of your diesel truck. Whether it's the rig that powers your livelihood or the everyday vehicle that drives your life, the trained technicians at Landon's Diesel are here to keep you rolling. Plus, with 24-hour towing service, support's just a call away, anytime, day or night. Drive into Landon's Diesel for expert care tailored to you and your truck, because when your diesel needs expertise, Landon's Diesel is always here.
Emery High School football on KOAL 107.3 FM and 750 AM.
Out of the timeout, 1st and 10 for the Broncos. They're at the Emery 35-yard line. Knight hands it off to Neves, who's had himself an evening. He gets the corner, 30, 25, still on his feet, knocked out of bounds at the 20-yard line. And a flag comes out. There is more jawing going on. And now 2 flags come out, and we may have a double unsportsmanlike penalty.
Yeah, that's going to be a double. To Middleton for San Juan. I think Trigg didn't like getting tossed to the ground, so he kind of pushed him back.
And then there were some more words.
It's been chippy. San Juan's had a ton of penalties.
So they actually called 2 unsportsmanlike conduct penalties. There's a lot of laundry.
They call 3?
I think they called 3. So it'll actually back up 15 yards for the Broncos. Still waiting to see what the official ruling is going to be here.
Yeah, Porter Herdsman was the one that went down. He's getting stretched out.
Looked like a cramp.
Got a little Charlie horse in the back of his leg.
So now they can back it up a little bit. Definitely going to get chippy. Again, you said San Juan probably a chip on their shoulder. Coming in as the number 2 team. So here we go. San Juan ball. They have it at the 30-yard line, Travis. That's where they're going to pick up. Quick pass out to the corner. Abrams charged the ball loose. It's on the ground. Emery forces a turnover. Hayden Abrams still playing. Ball's loose. Ty Yost covers it. Emery's forced a turnover. They have the ball at their own 30-yard line.
Just tried to move his way upfield and lost the football on his way. It goes up in the air and falls right in the waiting hands. Emery's defense comes up with a stop.
4:01 left to play in the third. Ball at their own 29-yard line. They'll take any positives, right, moving forward. Anything that you can hang your hat on and say, okay, there's a little bit of momentum here.
Yeah, for the defense pride, I think they've had a takeaway in each game now.
It's a good point. Yeah, it's a good point. Had one early on against Manti on the road. Clock ticks under 4 now to play in the third. I think San Juan's going to bring pressure. They'll rush 5. Gilbert climbs the pocket right into 2 defenders for the Broncos and another sack.
He stepped up in the pocket to make the throw down the sideline. Didn't feel comfortable letting it loose. So once you bring the football back down, you're not going to get out of that.
But it is a smart, savvy play to just take the sack rather than try to dump the ball off. And
I think he had a chance to make that throw. I just maybe felt the pressure coming too much to the outside.
Second down and long. Hand off to JJ, who breaks a couple of tackles. He's close to the first down sticks. That's a gain of about 13 yards. So third down and 4 now for Emery.
It's a good run. He's had a couple of those. One on the last drive and then a couple on this one.
Longest run of the game. Two minutes and 50 ticks left to play in the third. Been a fast-moving quarter. Hand off to JJ again on third down. Able to get to the left side. He's got the first down and a bit more on the second unit defense for San Juan. Takes it from the 36-yard line and gets it up to the 48 on a gain of 12.
Just spins out of traffic, keeps the feet moving, and then works his way shy of midfield. So that's a couple good runs on this drive.
He's got 11 carries for 46 yards in this game. Shotgun set again. First down. Hard snap count, and we have flags. I don't know if it's a false start or encroachment. Either which way, we do have a penalty.
Yeah, offsides on the defense.
So now Emery is on San Juan's side of the field.
It's the first time they've jumped offsides tonight, right? A couple times it looked like they came across. Twice. So two offsides.
This is a look at the second unit. And anytime in a high school game the second unit gets some go, they want to make big plays. They don't get this opportunity often. So they want to make it count. Gilbert back to pass. Dump off, and that's a great play. Braxton Butler with the reception. But right in the vicinity for the Broncos was Easton Knight. And Knight makes the grab. And a loss of 1 on the reception.
Easton Knight, the sophomore, like you talk about opportunities, that one right there, he sniffed out that screen from the start.
Second down and 6 now for Emery. Gilbert sticks in the shotgun set. Getting some instructions from the sideline as we hit the 60-second mark here in the third quarter. Gilbert back to pass. Clean over the top. Caught by Abrams. Hayden is into the secondary. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Abrams had one man to beat. It was Johnson.
Quick strike, slant play, first down.
Emery now to the 20-yard line.
It's a good throw in traffic. Tight window. Completion.
Pickup of 23 yards. Abrams has put together a pretty good game tonight for Emery. He's got 90 receiving yards. First down and 10. Final play of the quarter. Gilbert back to pass. Dump off, incomplete. Tried to connect with Butler, and that takes us to the end of 3. This one is all but a formality at this point. San Juan running away with it, sending a message tonight at Emery High. 55-14 is the score. We have one more quarter when we return on 107.3 FM and 750 AM, as well as YouTube. Castle Country Radio Emery.
My son and daughter both play sports, a lot of sports, and with that can come injuries, bruises, sprains, and unfortunately breaks. That's why we use Eastern Utah Imaging. They're a convenient and local option for imaging and an important part of a student-athlete's team.
Eastern Utah Imaging for high-quality, affordable MRI and X-ray services. Many quick scans take 30 minutes or less. You can call for an appointment or ask your doctor to refer you to Eastern Utah Imaging, North Fairgrounds Road in Price. Call 636 X-ray. That's 636-9729.
You see your friends with their new travel trailers, four-wheelers, and side-by-sides. They're living the dream, right? Well, it doesn't just have to be a dream. You can start living that same dream life today by starting your new career with GMS Mine Repair and Maintenance. GMS is hiring mechanics, electricians, fabricators, experienced and inexperienced miners. They offer high starting wages, benefits, a 401k, and vacation pay. Local jobs are available. Apply today. Email your resume to kbarker@gmsminerepair.com. The dream can be yours with GMS Mine Repair.
As we bring back in the viewing audience on YouTube, first play of the fourth quarter. Emery right now, the 20-yard line, trying to get their first score of the second half. Trying to get their first score since the first quarter. Clock moves. Hand off, Ty Yost is brought down to the line of scrimmage. No gain.
Stetson Black in there slows it up, makes the tackle.
So third down, 11. Just not a lot of room to run. San Juan is very, very good at making teams one-dimensional. Very good. They've done that tonight. There's been no running lanes for the Spartans at all. Third down. Gilbert takes the snap. Lob up over the top of the defense. Some jawing, and they say incomplete. Emery wanted a pass interference. Now going to get it.
Should have got it.
I agree.
That's a push, blatant push. Incomplete.
Fourth down and 11. Emery's going to keep the offense out there again. You have a chance for some positive reps, situational plays. 55-14 all San Juan. It's fourth and 11. You never know moving forward when a fourth down and 10, fourth down and 11 play is going to pop up. Right? You have something in the playbook for this. Emery barely gets the play off. Gilbert back to pass, goes deep, and Porter Herdsman nearly had a one-handed grab. Flag comes out of the secondary. Emery may get a new set of downs.
That would have been a heck of a
Oh, my
grab.
goodness. Porter nearly had a highlight reel catch, but couldn't hold on. And with 10:25 to play in the game, waiting to see what the ruling on the field will be. I'm going to say illegal contact. Yeah, hold. There you go.
Illegal contact. 5-yard automatic first down is silly.
That's one of the ways the NFL officials can control a game.
Yeah.
Nobody really thinks about that because it's a 5-yard pickup. But illegal contact, 5 yards on 3rd and 15 is a big deal.
Yep. Kansas City Chiefs made a living off that.
Oh, buddy. So it's not a first down for Emery. The hold makes it 4th down and 1. They're at the 11. They got to get to the 10. Gilbert will come up under center. Quarterback sneak. He'll keep it himself. He's got the first down and more. Emery's going to push the pile forward. And the ball is up to the 5-yard line. First down and goal to go. Gilbert on a 5-yard run. That's his first run of the ball game. Under 10 to play, 55-14 San Juan. They've scored 48 unanswered. Emery trying to put a stop to that here. Gilbert up underneath center yet again. Travel the handoff. Johnson wants to go right side, and San Juan sniffs this out. Defense with penetration up front, and that's Bradley Scow who comes in on the takedown to make it 2nd and goal from the 7.
Try to run to the right side, and you talk about the guys that they just rotate in. Stetson Black, a name that we've called all night, in on the tackle as well to help assist.
Just a well-oiled machine in Blanding.
And you look up and down this roster, a bunch of youngsters.
Oh, yeah. They reload. I mean, it is a football school, to say the least. Trev's going to roll out on 2nd down, floats one up, corner of the end zone, incomplete. Wanted Porter over the top. Just missed him, incomplete. 3rd down and goal.
Yeah, it got rushed. The timing was off because of the pressure coming from the left side, so it speeds everything up, and the timing was not there.
That clock does continue to move.
We've only got one more game from our lovely booth.
That's it. One more home game. It's coming up on October 10th. That'll be senior night. Other than that, we're on the road. We got to go to South Sevier. We got to go to Delta. Our only home game remaining on the slate is Grant. And stoppage out of the field. Emery's going to take a timeout. Comes with 8:17 to play in the game. 3rd down and goal from the 7 when we return. San Juan leads 55-14.
At Eastern Utah Community Credit Union, we have the solutions to your financial goals. From auto loans, RV, home and business, to savings, money market, and certificate accounts. With local people, local lending, and local decisions, you can depend on us.
The Spartans play here.
Tyos, number 21. Trevin Gilbert, number 9.
Bowden Crispin, number 25.
On 107.3 FM and 750 AM KOAL.
Out of the timeout, 3rd down and goal to go for the Emery Spartans.
One-on-one to the top.
Gilbert goes the opposite way. Wide receiver screen set up. Herdsman comes down with it, gets back to the 5-yard line on a gain of 2. So now it's 4th and goal. If you're the second unit defense, you don't want to give up a touchdown if you're San Juan. There's pride involved in that. And now Emery. Got to set the play clock up. 4th down. We'll see if Emery can stop this drought on 4th and goal from the 5. It's going to be an empty backfield. Johnson rolls out right side. There's the dump off. Caught, dropped at the line of scrimmage. And so San Juan keeps Emery out of the end zone. That was a goal to go situation on 1st down. The Broncos managed to keep Emery out. What a master class of a performance tonight by the Broncos.
And defensively, they jam everything from the start. You can't get off the blocks. You have to get rid of the football because of the pressure. Short of the goal, turnover on downs. San Juan football up big.
Second unit offense in the game for the final 7:20. And off the Neves and tries to get the edge and breaks one tackle, moves forward, gets between two Spartan defenders. Gavin Bernard in on the takedown. Positive gain on first for the Broncos. Gain of 8 sets up 2nd and 2.
Plants his foot, shifty side shifts the other way, opposite way, cuts it back in.
Broncos have no desire to slow down out of the tempo with the second unit offense. Again, more reps. Hand off to Neves, and he's close to the first down sticks. Gets it past the 15-yard line of the 16, and that'll give San Juan a fresh set of downs with 6:39 to play in the game.
It's difficult to come in. I know Emery felt good coming into this game. It's probably a little bit of a letdown, but they can't hang their heads. Still a lot of season left in this season that's been really good so far.
Once again, Neves going to go right side, close to the 20-yard line. Swung around past the 20 to the 21.
Emery's lost to two really good football teams, San Juan and Manti.
Yeah, two juggernauts in Manti tonight.
Look, we watched that quarterback play. That kid is special.
Mason Starkweather, very, very good. Very, very good. 61-0 Manti right now over Carbon. Dump off pass to Neves. He gets it out to the 25, now to the 30. Taken down at the 31-yard line by Yost. First down. Clock will stop momentarily with 5:37 to play. Actually, the clock's going to continue to move. Does not stop while the chains are set on the mercy rule. First and 10. Ball at the 31. San Juan moving right to left on the radio dial. 2 in the backfield this time. Quick pass out to the right side, and this goes for a gain up to the 35. Second down and 6. Quick pass out to the right side, and this will go for a positive gain. Get it up to the 48-yard line.
4-2 at the bye week. You talk about the remaining schedule, a chance to get to 7 wins in the regular season, and then the playoffs roll around, take your shot.
No doubt. Good chance you'll see this team again. Broncos going to run it. Knight gets the corner. He's to the 50. Knight to the Emery 45-yard line.
Yeah, I'll be shocked if it's not Emery and San Juan in the state title game.
I think there are a couple of teams that could throw a wrench into that equation, but yes, that appears to be what more than likely is going to happen. San Juan again, going to run it. Knight gets up to the 35, now to the Emery 30-yard line, another first down. Clock will continue to move as we hit the 3:39 mark. And off to Neves. Neves, right side. Braxton Butler wraps him up around the ankles. And then Hayden Abrams finishes up top. Broncos finally slowing things up by their standards, which is about 5 to 10 seconds rather than snapping the ball in 2.
Yeah, the way they moved that football in the first half was special.
Second down and 8. Handoff up the middle. Minimal pickup. Ball to the 26-yard line as we are now under 3 minutes. 3rd down and 5. Dump off, Neves. He's got it to the 20, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown Broncos. And it is now 61-14. As the Broncos' first unit offense comes back in, Knight dumps it off to Neves. And it is just a rout as they continue to pour it on. 55 unanswered points.
55. Unanswered.
61-14. Snap on the PAT is up, and the kick is no good. Shanked it off to the lap. Damage done, 61-14. 2:29 left to play in the game. We'll pause for 30 seconds. We're back in just a moment here on 107.3 FM and 750 AM.
Imagine stepping foot into your dream home. The scent of fresh paint and the feel of plush carpet under your feet. Hi, this is Greg at the Driggs Mortgage Team. We make that dream come to life with our expert guidance and personalized financing solutions. Now closer to you at our new location in 23 South Carbon Avenue, Suite 21 in Price, because when it comes to financing your home, there's simply no substitute for experience.
Emery High School football on KOAL 107.3 FM and 750 AM. 7.3 FM and 750 AM. KOAL.
2:29 left to play in the game. 61-14 San Juan over Emery. San Juan's going to tee this up, kick it away. And we'll see the Emery offense out there for about 2.5 more minutes, Travis, and we'll soak this one away. End over end kick. Jensen. Trigg has it at the 25-yard line. Trigg gets it up to the 30, past the 30 to the 31.
I think this is one that when we talk to Coach Famalo, he'll tell you we're just going to burn the tape. Flush it and move on.
I think there are some good things early on in this game. First quarter, saw some positives, right? Special teams played well. From the second quarter on, not a lot. 31-yard line. That's where Emery will start this final drive of the game with 2:12 left to play. Trigg Jensen comes in. He'll finish at the quarterback spot for the Spartans. Hand off to Johnson. Johnson brought down at the 31-yard line. Couple of yards, and now we're under 2 minutes to play. If you're Emery with a backup quarterback at this stage of the game, Travis, again, we talk about reps, right? Reps are always positive under the bright lights. Want to see Trigg work with this first unit offense. Still a couple of first-team members out there for Emery. Quick pass. Trigg goes to Atwood. Had to climb a ladder to grab it. 35. Gets it out to the 40. Brought down at the 41-yard line. Close to the first down sticks.
Good pitch and catch play. Atwood got some space and then uses the speed and picks up the first down.
First down and 10, ball at the 42 for Emery. 60 seconds left. Handoff. Johnson tried to go up the middle. There is nothing there. Emery's going to have to run one more play, and then we can get out of here tonight. 61-14, San Juan with the lead.
Probably see a little shift in the RPI when the new one rolls out.
Yeah, San Juan to 1, Emery to 2.
Yep.
Handoff. Trigg, no, he's going to keep it himself. And Trigg is into the secondary. Trigg is brought down from behind after he picks up a big chunk. Gets it inside the 20 down to the 18-yard line.
Trigg just does everything on his own. Just goes right up the middle. Found a bunch of green grass into San Juan territory all the way up to the 17-yard line.
Timeout taken by Emery with 26 left. So a little glimpse into what we'll see in the future with Trigg, already a youngster that made his mark on the baseball diamond. We'll keep it here during the timeout. Travis, going into the bye week, let's talk about that. Some positives for Emery or some things that come from a bye week that you can look forward to when the Spartans return, which will be on October 4th on the road against South Severe.
Yeah, I think things you can look at defensively, they know they can cause turnovers. Each game they've played so far, the defense is forced a turnover. The way you move the football in that first quarter shows you that, yeah, positive things can happen when we run our offense correctly.
Yep. Out of the timeout, Trigg's going to remain the quarterback for the Spartans, a sophomore.
And then I think ways to run the football. They got to run the football better.
Being one-dimensional makes it difficult, especially against a team like San Juan. Puts a lot of pressure on the offensive line. Atwood's going to come in motion. He'll move right to left on the dial. 15 seconds left. Trigg under pressure. Fires to the end zone. It is incomplete. And Emery will take another timeout. With 6 seconds left to play in the game. Spartans want to get that. They want to get one more score.
Had Atwood in the flat, decided to roll and take his chance in the end zone.
Abrams tried to come down with it, unable to do so. Another timeout by Emery. We're going to keep it here. See the arm of Trigg Jensen.
We've seen that arm in the baseball field. Here on the football field, that's a good throw. Strength, cross body. Should be the final play.
Some scores from around the state. Take a look within this division. Delta South Severe, that one at the end of the third quarter. Delta 21, South Severe 14. So a battle going on there in that game. It's a game of interest for us.
Yeah, those two teams at times struggle to put points up.
Yeah, we only have 5 teams within this region. So there is a bye week. Trigg looking to the end zone. Has a man open, caught, touchdown. Trigg Jensen delivers as time expires to Deacon Mangum on an 18-yard touchdown pass. Trigg looked good throwing the football.
He did. Go route, easy play over the top, corner trailing, touchdown.
And so that will do it. There will be no extra point. Emery scores on the final play of the game. 61-20, San Juan gets the win. And number 1 versus number 2, and number 2 came to play. That's a statement victory.
Statement victory. We talked about it. I think them coming in tonight, knowing that they were the 2 seed, they had a chip on their shoulder, and they took it to Emery.
Final score again, 61-20. We're going to send it back to the studio. We'll come back, talk about it, wrap up tonight's game. Emery slipping to 4-2 on the season. San Juan moves to 5-1. Final score again, the Broncos 61, Emery 20. We're back in just a moment.
At Landon's Diesel, they understand the heartbeat of your diesel truck. Whether it's the rig that powers your livelihood or the everyday vehicle that drives your life, the trained technicians at Landon's Diesel are here to keep you rolling. Plus, with 24-hour towing service, support's just a call away, anytime, day or night. Drive into Landon's Diesel for expert care tailored to you and your truck, because when your diesel needs expertise, Landon's Diesel is always here.
At Castle Country Vet, they believe every pet deserves a touch of love and expert care. You can trust Dr. Harmer and Dr. Kelly. They're not just veterinarians, but passionate pet lovers, dedicated to nurturing your furry friends like family. From routine checkups to emergency interventions, you and your pet will experience compassionate, professional care every step of the way. Let Castle Country Vet help your pets lead the happiest, healthiest lives. Call Castle Country Vet today, 637-5797, because love is a 4-legged word.
At Clean Cut Roofing and Siding, they believe every home deserves to look its best. Since 2003, Clean Cut Roofing and Siding has been transforming homes and businesses with precision and care, ensuring your peace of mind with every shingle and siding panel installed. Whether you're updating an old look, repairing storm damage, or bringing life back to your storefront, trust them to handle every detail. Visit cleancutroofingsiding.com to schedule your free consultation. Clean Cut Roofing and Siding, where quality meets craftsmanship.
Discover peace of mind with Don's Hometown Insurance, now even closer to home at their new location, 58 West Main Street in Price. Connect directly with friendly agents ready to tailor a package just for you. Imagine bundling your home, auto, and life insurance, simplifying your life while maximizing your savings. Experience personalized service designed to protect what matters most to you. Visit Don's Hometown Insurance today and feel the difference.
Imagine stepping foot into your dream home. The scent of fresh paint and the feel of plush carpet under your feet. Hi, this is Greg at the Driggs Mortgage Team. We make that dream come to life with our expert guidance and personalized financing solutions. Now closer to you at our new location, 23 South Carbon Avenue, Suite 21 in Price, because when it comes to financing your home, there's simply no substitute for experience.
At A Perfect Smile, they specialize in transforming your smile with precision and care. From porcelain veneers and dental implants to orthodontics, crowns, and bridges, their expertise covers every aspect of general and cosmetic dentistry. Dr. Jackson and his team are here to address even the most challenging dental concerns, helping you achieve a smile you'll love. Ready for a smile makeover? Call A Perfect Smile today, 637-2100, to schedule an appointment.
Looking to transform your space? At 123 Remodeling, we specialize in bringing your vision to life. From electrical upgrades to seamless drywall finishes and expert garage door installations, we handle it all with precision and care right here in Carbon and Emery County. Trust the local experts at 123 Remodeling. Call us today at 630-2215.
Live to the Sutherland's broadcast booth with Jordan Buscarini and Travis Anderson for tonight's postgame show.
Final score again here tonight. Emery falling 61-20. That was the final score, Travis, in what was a very lopsided affair as the Broncos really took advantage of Emery in that second quarter. I mean, they put up a boatload of points and never looked back.
Yeah, their offense is quick strike. We knew coming in they like to play up-tempo, and it was quick strike that second quarter in a blur, 35 points in that quarter.
Yeah, really. You go back, second quarter, excuse me. You go back and just look at the way things broke down. It's 14-7 Emery. We have 3 minutes to play in the first. Emery's up 14-7 in this game. So we played 9 minutes of football. Emery's already struck twice. But every time Emery scored, San Juan, they answered right back. Emery scores 25 seconds into the game. San Juan takes the ensuing kickoff back for a touchdown. Emery's able to move the football down the field off a short field because San Juan went for it on fourth down and the Emery defense stepped up. All of a sudden, it's 14-7, Emery 3:01 to play. But that's when things started to snowball out of control for the Spartans. From that point on, San Juan would score the next 47 points of this ball game. That's from the second quarter on. And as you alluded to, second quarter, that's where it all really started going downhill. It's 14-14. They scored 34 in the second.
Yeah, we knew that aggressive nature that they're going to play. Fourth down, they're not shy to go for it no matter where they're at on the field because they trust their defense. So I don't think we talked enough about their defense tonight. Their defense is really good. So that quick strike, fourth down play, boom, first down. And then a blink of an eye, Emery has the lead, but you look up and San Juan's first and goal. I mean, they're that good.
Not only do they have a lot of faith in their defense, and I agree, I don't think the defense for San Juan gets the pub that they deserve, and a lot of that reason being they are such a high-efficient, high-octane offense. And let's be honest, in today's realm of sports, everyone seems to be infatuated with offense, not so much defense. But as you look at the amount of points that they've put up, I think you also have to look at the lack of point or the amount of points they've given up, which has been pretty stellar so far this season as well.
Yeah, they haven't gave up a lot of points.
No.
Defensively, they're really good. But offensively, there's something else. And teams, you think eventually as the season winds down, they're going to figure out a way to slow them down, but so far they haven't.
Yeah, you look at the point totals for San Juan so far this season. They lost the opener to Grantsville 36-30. Since then, 33-14 win over Juan Diego, 49-14 win over Kanab, 48-6 win over Summit Academy, 53-7 win over Judge Memorial, and then tonight they put up a 61 spot on Emery. This is a team that can score. But as I'm giving you those numbers, again, 1 touchdown against Judge Memorial, 1 against Summit Academy, 2 against Kanab, 2 against Juan Diego. They are not giving up. Emery actually put up the second highest point total that they've seen so far this season. That defense is good.
That defense is good. And for San Juan, again, we talk about slaying the dragon. Well, the dragon is still standing at this point.
Yeah, that is the squad to beat. That is the team to look at for anyone in the 2A classification, the 3-time defending state champion San Juan Broncos, and you see why they are the team to beat. Really, the best shot anyone in this classification has given San Juan was Emery 2 years ago in the state championship tournament. Semifinals, 8-point game, an instant classic, one of the games you and I talk about frequently. That's been the best shot that someone has given him in this classification.
Yeah, it was one of the best games that I've been a part of.
Yeah.
And Emery had a chance in that game to win that football game, a couple 4th down plays again that San Juan completed, and that's what good teams do. They figure out ways when it's 3rd and longer, 4th down, when they have to have a big play. They come up with those big plays.
Well, we can continue to talk about that game, but we have to talk about the idea of seeing San Juan in the state tournament, because I think it's very likely that we run into that team again. What would you do differently? What could the Emery coaching staff do? Because several times tonight it looked like good defense, better offense to me.
Yeah, I don't know the answer to that. Just watching the game.
It's $1 million question, right?
Yeah, they run their offense so good. You have to find ways to generate pressure on the quarterback and make him throw into some throws that he's not comfortable making. But their offensive line's good. They do a good job blocking up front. So I think that's one area. You have to figure out ways to put the pressure on, but then again, they run the football well. You can't allow them to run off chunks 5, 6, 7 yards. So, $1 million question, like you said. How do you slow them down? I don't know how to slow them down right now. Teams haven't figured it out yet. There's still 4 games left in the regular season, 3 games left in the regular season, and then you got the playoff. So hopefully somebody figures it out, but right now I don't know how.
One positive that Emery can take out of that second half is Trig Jensen, the sophomore, comes in, delivers a 20-yard strike over the top of the defense to Deacon Mangum. Again, you look for anything positive, right? I mean, I'm a firm believer in learning and getting positive reps every which way you can. Again, you only have 9 football games. So regardless of what the score is, it could be 60-0, it could be 20-20. Every single rep is an opportunity for you to get better. And the fact that Emery did finish the game with a touchdown, it is one positive. If you go back to the first quarter, there were positives there. Special teams were very good. Emery found a way to cap off short fields. They had a couple of 4th down stops, forced 2 turnovers on downs, did force 1 fumble in this game. So there are things that I think you can take from it, but the long and short of it is that over there is a juggernaut in San Juan. But when you get to the state tournament, it's 1 game, and I think you have to keep that in mind. I do not believe this is going to affect the RPI greatly. San Juan will most certainly jump Emery and become the number 1 team in 2A, but Emery's just going to fall slightly below San Juan. And you have to remember this as well. From here on out, they play the same teams, right? So, I would not expect Emery to fall too far in the RPI. There was a big gap between 2 and 3. But at some point in time, you're going to run into this team again, Travis, and that is a very, very good football team on that opposite sideline.
At some point, you're going to have to play them again, and you're going to have to beat them.
Yeah.
Simple. You're going to play them again, and you got to figure out a way to beat them. Right now, they have our number. At some point, you got to figure it out.
Let's pause one more time. We'll come back, put the final touches on the broadcast. Final score tonight, 61-20, excuse me. San Juan gets the win over Emery. We're back in just a moment.
Imagine the roar of
At Castle Country Vet, they believe every pet deserves a touch of love and expert care. You can trust Dr. Harmer and Dr. Kelly. They're not just veterinarians, but passionate pet lovers, dedicated to nurturing your furry friends like family. From routine checkups to emergency interventions, you and your pet will experience compassionate, professional care every step of the way. Let Castle Country Vet help your pets lead the happiest, healthiest lives. Call Castle Country Vet today, 637-5797, because love is a 4-legged word.
Hi, I'm Dr. Daniel Kelly, owner of Castle Valley Orthodontics. What's keeping you from having a perfect smile? We understand what you want from a local orthodontist, And here at Castle Valley Orthodontics, you'll be treated like family. Call Castle Valley Orthodontics at 637-2222 for a free consultation.
At Clean Cut Roofing and Siding, they believe every home deserves to look its best. Since 2003, Clean Cut Roofing and Siding has been transforming homes and businesses with precision and care, ensuring your peace of mind with every shingle and siding panel installed. Whether you're updating an old look, repairing storm damage, or bringing life back to your storefront, trust them to handle every detail. Visit cleancutroofingsiding.com to schedule your free consultation. Clean Cut Roofing and Siding, where quality meets craftsmanship.
Discover the difference experience makes at Mr. Automotive in Huntington. With over 30 years dedicated to matching the perfect vehicle with the right person in Castle Country, we know a thing or two about cars and about saving you money. Thanks to our low overhead, we're able to pass incredible savings directly on to you. Drive away happy with a deal as reliable as our service. Visit Mr. Automotive today, where experience means savings and you meet your new car. At San Rafael Health, they believe everyone deserves compassionate and dedicated care. Whether you're looking for a place for mom, dad, or any loved one, the doors are open. San Rafael Health accepts private pay, Medicaid, Medicare, and commercial insurance, ensuring quality health care is accessible for all. Let the family at San Rafael Health take care of your family. Call today at 384-2301 and let San Rafael Health provide the care your loved ones deserve.
Transform your space with Spectrum Paint featuring PPG paint, the ideal choice for any home project. Imagine a kaleidoscope of colors at your fingertips, from soothing pastels to vibrant primaries. Whether revamping a room or adding character to your exteriors, Spectrum Paint makes every brush stroke count. Dive into a spectrum where quality meets creativity and paint your world with us. Visit Spectrum Paint to find the perfect shade for your home today.
Emery High School football on KOAL 107.3 FM and 750 AM.
At Eastern Utah Community Credit Union, we have the solutions to your financial goals. From auto loans, RV, home and business, to savings, money market, and certificate accounts. With local people, local lending, and local decisions, you can depend on us.
Now, let's go live to the Sutherland's broadcast booth with Jordan Buscarini and Travis Anderson for tonight's postgame show.
And we're going to wrap things up here on the postgame show. San Juan, still the team to beat in the 2A classification, 61-20 win over Emery. Travis, I want to get your final parting shots as we get set to wrap up tonight's broadcast and move into the bye week.
Yeah, for Emery, defensively tonight, it just wasn't their night, but they have in each game, we keep talking about it, they have forced turnovers in each game, so the defense is going to have to continue to force turnovers in these last three games. Offensively, just continue to run your offense against these next three teams who struggle to score points. I think Emery can score points and a bunch of points on the three remaining games.
We will be off next week, but we will be talking Emery football throughout the week on KOAL's Drive Time Sports. Travis, the next time you and I are in the booth, we're going to be on the road. And out of the final three games, two of them are going to be on the road. But up next, we have to travel to South Sevier, and that's on October 4th.
Yeah, haven't been down there in a while. So South Sevier tonight battling Delta. That's a back-and-forth game. But looking forward to Emery getting back on the road and getting back in the win column.
Always fun to be along with you, even when the score is lopsided. There is no place I would rather be on Friday nights, Travis, sharing the broadcast booth with you here at Emery High School. It's always so much fun. We're going to be back to do it again in just a couple of weeks, and again, we'll continue to recap this game on KOAL's Drive Time Sports. Final score tonight, 61-20. San Juan gets the win. But as always, go Spartans. We'll see you in 2 weeks.
This is Deacon Mangum, number 12. Follow us all season long on the home of the Spartans.
107.3 FM and 750 AM KOAL.